and welcome back to Dragon's Breath. A supposed to be every other week series that just didn't happen that way this time around, and for that, I'm sorry. But we are back midway through this combat, and I'm gonna pick on Snake this time to run us through what happened last time.
Well, if memory serves, we've tracked previous party member Flint Boulder Shoulder to the Tower of Storms. Is that it?
Correct.
Where we, it was known previously that, oh God, I'm blanking on the term, that Flint has become a something.
Lycanthrope?
No, well, that, yes, but his heart has been replaced.
Phylactery.
Phylactery, thank you. So we concocted a fairly complex plan to hopefully undo that effect, and in doing so, we determined that Flint Boulder Shoulder is also a werewolf. And in the process of all that, harpies revealed themselves and attacked us. So we are now in the throes of combat and song and pain.
Very nicely done. Thank you. So before we continue this ruckus and find out the fate that beholds Fridge, we have just a few credits to go over to thank all of the wonderful people that helped make this campaign what it is. Robin, how about you go ahead and do the credits for us this week?
Yep, no problem. Sorry, can't get off Discord. Hang on, technical difficulties, there we go. Okay. Oh no, I closed the credits down. There we go. No, sorry. So credits, thanks go to Forgotten Adventures at forgottenadventures.net, at FRGTN Adventures for map assets. Thanks to Ian Fisher at Tabletop RPG Music. You can find them at patreon.com/tabletop TTRPG_music for their music and ambiance. Thanks also to Michael Gelfie, found at youtube.com/Michael Gelfie, at patreon.com/Michael Gelfie. Also at Michael Gelfie for music and ambiance. Other thanks to Rictus at Art of Rictus for the player character art that you see, and also for Uchideski34, U_Uchideski34, Reddit for the Woodland Manse map we see, the Circle of Thunder and Tower of Storms maps. Thanks to Acrobata2000, U/Acrobata2000 Reddit for the Plains map. And another thanks to Jeff at Jeff Adath for editing. The streamed adventure is unofficial fan content permitted under the fan content policy, not approved or endorsed by Wizards. Portion of the materials used are property of Wizards of the Coast. See Wizards of the Coast LLC.
Thank you very much. Very nicely done. It's like LLC. I really like.
Gotta give it the Leo spin there.
I do like that when you did the music and ambiance, you went for that as well. Love it. Thank you so much. So, I believe when last we finished off combat, we had just finished the Harpy's turn, and it was getting round to Rianne's turn in this combat. So let's go ahead and shoot over to that, and also get the music.
Just remind me.
A bit more battle-like. Go ahead.
Did I was babbling about dropping my turn order or something like that last, if I remember, because I wanted to try and feather fall some people off of this, but I don't think we're in a position to do that. So, like, I don't think it fits the turn order at all when I was thinking about it. So, I don't really know. Did I drop my turn order? Am I just regular in the round? I don't know what's going on with that.
I think currently you're still where you were in the round, which is you rolled a 17 along with Snake, but Fridge rolled higher than you, so dropping I don't think would have much of an effect to help.
Yeah, because is Fridge down right now?
They're
Yes.
unconscious
Saving
currently,
throws.
yeah.
Right. And the sword somewhere, and it's a whole thing. Okay, gotcha. But and is this accurate? Like, Junior is like right there?
Yes.
Like they're not a level above or below or anything? All this is accurate.
Yeah.
I think I thought Junior was still up there. Maybe not. Wait, no. Yeah, you're right. He's on the. Everybody came down. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does anyone remember? I don't have any concentration things up, right? I don't think.
I think the only concentrations is Rianne's, which is the Banes on
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Werebear and the Harpy. What was the other thing that the Werebear has, though? Let's see if that's in the Discord notes.
Is it that thing where it had to walk towards the harpy? Whatever the harpy song made it.
The
Oh,
Werebear
yeah.
is under the Harpy song. Okay.
I think that's specifically the other part of the song. The other feature is an alluring song as opposed to the... I'm unsure. And because I didn't keep note of it, I will just remove it. But if anyone
Cool.
remembers specifically what it was, let me know. I'll stick it back on.
Well, it was. Sorry.
Because there was two
the-
things on it.
Well, the Werebear is baned, and it's under Harpy 2's song, right?
Right.
So that's two
So
things.
that would be it, yes. Yeah. I wonder why I'd only marked out for the Werebear and not the other folk who are currently under the
Yeah.
Harpy
Well,
song.
apparently, Harpy is under Harpy 2's song. So that's
Yes, that's
cool.
correct.
We'll take what we can get.
And then Junior and Rianne are the ones that would get the, like, I guess the little skull icons or whatever, if we're using that to denote. Oh, also, apologies. And my curse is off now.
Can't actually find that little skull icon again now. Oh, there it is. We used poisoned for some reason. There we go. Cool. So Rianne,
Yeah,
on
I believe
your
I.
turn-
Yeah, I gotta make a saving throw, haven't I?
yes, a wisdom saving throw, if you please.
Ooh, I'm good at wisdom, cause I'm so wise.
Comes with the
Twen-
age of your character.
22. Very true.
Very nice. So at the end of your turn, you manage to break free of the Harpy song, and you are no longer under the effects of that, and you gain immunity to it for the next 24 hours. So I believe you are now immune to both Harpies.
Amazing. Thank you.
So, top of the round, we come round to Harpy 2. Whom, seeing you break free from its song, it's going to first use its bonus action to continue the song for those that are still under the effects of it, turn towards you, and strike at you twice with its claws. Let's see, let's go for an attack. Normal. That's a natty 1. And a 16. Do either of those hit? Well, I don't suppose the nat 1 does. We lost Rianne?
Oh, sorry. I knocked my headset. I was on mute. No, my armor class is 17.
Oh, nice. So as the first claw comes down, it's gonna actually... It's difficult because the other harpy isn't in the same line of fire here. So I think it'll try to swipe against you with its right claw, and it'll dig its claw into the stone wall here, and it'll get itself stuck. So I'll reduce its movement to 0 until the end of its next turn. For that. And then with its other claw, it swipes, but having seen that it's going for the first attack for you and dodging that so deftly, you manage to sidestep the other one with an acrobaticness not normally seen on a dwarf. Fridge, could I have you make a death saving throw, please?
No.
Okay.
I don't
What are
enough.
you at for that?
I'm back to rolling actual dice, so I know I roll a d20. It's just if it hits above a 10, I'm good, right?
Yes,
13.
that's a save. And to answer Shay's question, where are you at with that?
I'm now on 2 saves.
And he
fails.
fails.
2 successful, 0 fails.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Very nice. So the werebear, currently under the effects of luring song, charmed by the matriarch, its target is incapacitated and ignores the song of other harpies. If the charmed target is more than 5 feet away from the matriarch, the target must move on its turn towards the matriarch by the most direct route. Trying to get within 5 feet, it doesn't avoid attacks of opportunity. So it just does nothing for its turn, being incapacitated, and at the end of its turn gets to make a saving throw with its wisdom. Do you want to go ahead and roll that, Shay?
Oh, sure.
It's a +1 for the form that the werebear is currently in.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's different, then I'll just do a standard. Okay. 16.
With the +1 or without?
With the +1.
Okay, so it is no longer under the effects of the matriarch's song.
I believe the werebear's got more wisdom than Junior.
Still baned though.
Standard.
Oh, would the bane count for this? Okay. Okay, go ahead and roll the bane.
Right, because I think Bane is attack rolls and saving throws, right?
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was
Yeah.
like can be turned on
So-
or off, depending on who it attacks.
Okay, 14 is the actual result.
Oh, just enough then. So it still breaks free.
it.
Unfortunately for you, fortunately for me. But that is the end of its turn, and we come to Seldan.
Okay. Sort of fast approaching. I guess I'll get off my last. This will be concentration, which is part of why I asked. Can I? Oh no, I don't think I can. Okay. Question for the party. Quick little strategy session. I can totally cast slow, but and totally hit these 3 enemies, but it would also hit Junior and Rianne, perhaps. Maybe not Rianne. I could probably finagle it in a way that it doesn't hit Rianne.
What are the effects of slow on your party?
An affected target's speed is, well, first of all, you get a wisdom saving throw. But then, if you fail, the affected target's speed is halved. It takes -2 penalty to AC and dex saving throws, and it can't use reactions. And on its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
That's
ow.
good.
It can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn, regardless of abilities or magic items. And if it attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, it has a chance to just whiff and not complete the spell.
That is good.
It's really strong.
Yeah. Especially considering
But-
all of these enemies have multi-attack. 2 of them have a thing that they tried to do on their bonus action. This is fucking good, man.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay, well, some party members are getting hit, so let's see. I mean, I guess it has to be Junior, because he'd probably just toss it into, like, have it affect the area sort of inside the castle thing. Do you want me to... Where's the measury boy? You're going to have to maybe erase these as I do them, I guess? Oh, that didn't work. Hello?
What is the radius?
It's a 40-foot cube.
Oh, 40-foot cube, okay.
So I could...
That's huge.
So I guess I could just toss it into this tower, right? Oh, I hate this. I hate that I can't redirect this.
Good lord.
Let me see where's the central point of that. Alright. Nope, that's your one. This is my one. So you want it like this?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, in such a way that okay, can I delete mine? I wish I could delete mine. Oh, I can!
Yeah.
Oh, unless you did that. Okay.
No, you deleted your one, I deleted the other one.
Perfect. All right, yeah, so that.
Yeah, that can be done.
And, sorry, I also think that I'm going to portent Werebear. Let's
Okay.
portent Werebear.
Okay, what is his role?
He rolled a 5 plus his +1 wisdom is a 6.
Okay.
So that's a
And
fail.
Bane. Just for
Oh
good
yeah,
measure.
and Bane. Fuck you,
Good
Werebear.
measure.
Ah, it was a 2. He got a 2.
So I'm going to use this flying symbol for the slow. Just because
Okay.
I'll remember it based off of foot.
Yeah.
Alright. You sure you didn't want to use that on Junior now? The opportunity's still there.
No, I'm all right. So wisdom saving throws from Junior and the 2 harpies.
Alright, I'll start with Harpy 1. Or sorry, Harpy 2. The top one.
Okay.
That's a natural 20 from them.
Oh, well, it's fine.
And then the lower Harpy. It's a 4.
Okay. So the lower harpy is slowed. What did Junior get?
I also got a 4.
Junior is also slowed. Sorry.
It works.
And I
Yeah, like, hitting Junior is part of like being in the group. It happens so often. It's fine.
yeah. We're really just working out our disappointment. This is like group therapy, really. And I think that's it for me. Yep. Actually, yeah, no, should I move in front of Fridge? I probably should move in front of Fridge. Why is it?
You could drag Fridge, right?
Oh, can I? With just movement?
Yeah.
Or is that
After
like...
movement.
Yeah, just halves.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, I will drag Fridge, I suppose, 15 feet, right? 5, 10, 15, right? Because that puts Owen sort of as the defender in his awesome armor. Yeah, I'm good with that. Cool, that's me.
Alright. So, next up, Owen.
Without turning to face them, Owen will sort of kick Fridge's boot. Say, all right, nap time's over, fire sale, get up. Cure wounds. Heal for 8.
Thank you.
Nice. Anything else for your turn?
What armor mode am I in? Am I in defender? Let's see. I am not. I'm an infiltrator. So I am going to stay where I am. And, do I have a bonus? Not really. I think that'll be me.
Alrighty. So, question regarding the slow. Do they make wisdom saves, or do they have to get out of the area of effect? Or both?
A creature affected by the spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a
Okay.
successful, the effect ends for it.
So, Durf, I'll let you have dealer's choice on whether you'd like to do the wisdom save for the harpy or the slow first. You'll do both on this turn, but like which one you roll first.
Oh, right, I see what you mean. Okay, let's go Harpy first then.
Okay, go ahead and roll the wisdom save for the harpy.
That's a natural 20 down to a 19.
Yep, so you save from the harpy's song and are no longer under the effects of its incapacitation. And alluring siren call. Go ahead and roll the wisdom save for the slow.
15.
The save DC is 15.
This worked out rather well for you, Junior.
Oh, I got a minus in my wisdom. I'm surprised that worked.
It's a
Good
good thing you're
stuff.
not baned.
Yeah.
Alright, the lower harpy is going to roll its save for the... It'll follow in Junior's footsteps and go for the song first. It failed with a 3. And then it'll go for the slow. 13. Which I do not think bleeds. Bleeds? Beats. Your spell save DC. Okay, nice. Rianne, you are up.
Okay, so because I'm concentrating on Bane, can I do another spell if it's not concentration based, or does
Yeah.
that...
Correct.
Yeah?
Yeah. If
Nice.
it's another concentration thing, your bane would drop, but if it's not concentration, you could just do whatever.
Okay, so looking at these harpies here, which one's looking more haggard than the other one? Can I tell?
It's fairly close. There isn't much between the two of them. They both look fairly injured.
Okay, well,
But this one down below is looking pretty sluggish
Correct.
yeah,
and allured, and this one is right in your face and ready to rock.
yeah, let's do the Ready to Rock one. Why not? The other one's slower. So let's, Guiding Bolt to the face.
Are you sure? Because this is a ranged attack when you're in melee of an
Of course
opponent.
it is ranged, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really annoying. Alright, I just smack it in the face with a mace instead.
Alright. Roll for mace.
Oh,
This might. Oh, sorry.
sorry, go on.
No, this might not matter to what you do or what you do in subsequent rounds, but if you move away, only the one harpy is gonna. You won't take an opportunity attack from the werebear because it currently can't make reactions.
Okay, so it's only the one in my face. Okay.
Yeah, only this harpy would be able to like try and swipe at you.
Oh god. Okay. Right. So, because that was a 9, pretty sure that probably misses.
Unfortunately, yes, it does miss.
So I will use bonus action, War Priest, which means that I can use the attack and action and make another attack.
Oh my!
So I'm gonna try and hit it again.
Roll for bonk.
Oh come on, that's a 10.
Don't you just hate that?
Oh,
Like cool ability, and it whiffed again.
it's just swinging blindly with a mace. I can't see what I'm hitting.
Still pretty cool though, as Rianne swings in wild rage at this harpy. Certainly is a little bit intimidated by the double swing.
I have a bit of bad news.
Uh-oh.
Bane should be gone. I checked the Dragon's Breath chat, her previous notes, and Rhiann went down at one point, which would have dropped
Yeah, that
concentration.
drops concentration. Yeah.
Did Rhiann go down?
I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I did.
Was that not when you were in the staircase, though? I think Bane was cast after that, was it not?
No, don't think so.
Didn't I fall under a spell as well? Didn't that make it? I can't remember.
No, you succeeded on the wisdom save. Oh, that would be it, wouldn't it? Because the incapacitation from the harpy as well would have dropped it.
Yeah, that was it.
I'll say because I didn't catch on to it, and because we're playing, like, some of the spells that have been cast, like Slow might have been cast because Bane was on the targets, I'll say we'll keep it for now, and that's just my bad. But thank you for pulling it to my attention.
It's dropped from this point on, sort of thing?
No, we'll keep it till round 12 because I didn't notice it. So it was my bad for not keeping track of that.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, either way. And I don't think any Banes mattered. Like anything we rolled was just, yeah, it was just like, haha, the bear rolled a 2 instead of a 4. So.
And the other one was it rolled a 16 and then a 14 or whatever it was, right?
Yeah. So.
Anywho,
yeah, I don't think any of that really matters if Bane's gone or not.
Harpy 2, the higher of the two harpies, is going to make 2 claw attacks against you, Rhiann, for a 17 and an 8.
17 hits.
That'll be 11 points of slashing damage as it manages to claw slightly through your armor.
These boys hit hard.
And then it'll use a bonus action to continue its song. No, will it? That would be dumb. It's only its friend that's under the effects now, isn't it? So it will not use the bonus action to continue its song.
It would be funny though.
I'm just going to read the rules of that very carefully for a second here to see whether or not the effects would drop instantly or at the end of the round. Just because the other harpy does go after it.
Is our plan from last session to just book it?
I don't think we need to, honestly. I think we can take them.
Okay.
Just
cool.
need to actually start doing damage.
Yeah, that'd be useful, wouldn't it? I'm using proper dice today, so I might actually hit something, but I don't want to guarantee that and get your hopes up.
You know, jinx it.
Don't worry. My hopes are already pretty low on Fridge ever hitting anything.
Oh!
I think that was a critical
So
hit.
just stop it in the corner.
I didn't know the wizards knew
Eviscerate?
mockery. Eviscerate is another great one too. It doesn't say within the rules of luring song that it does or doesn't go to the end of its turn, but it does say that if it were incapacitated, the song would end immediately. So by that same logic, if they stop singing, the song should end immediately. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that from RP1. Fridge, you're up.
Cool.
Currently
I'm
prone.
I'm going to stand,
Half your movement.
and in my continued string of Muttley-like curses, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the harpy closest to me.
This one, right?
Yes, please. That is a Wisdom saving throw of 13 to succeed.
You got it. That is a natural 1 for 1.
Fabulous. So you take... I'm doing it at 2nd level. So you take 4d6 of damage, and you must move as far away from me as you can. That's 3 of the dice, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 4 is 12. Plus 3 is 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Very nice. As the harpy slowly pulls its hand up to either side of its head and screams in a sluggish tone. It'll then move. Is it half movement, Shay?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, speed is halved.
So it'll fly.
-2 to AC, etc., etc.
It'll fly over this harpy, 5 over Rianne.
Can I have
10.
an action of attack or reaction or whatever?
You can?
Yes, please. Let me just get that up. 24 to hit.
It's a hell hit.
Uh, 12 points of slashing. Oh boy, I hit hard now.
12 points of slashing damage as you cut off one of the harpy's legs.
Oh, nice.
It's looking rough. What was that? That was 5, 10, 15, 20. Which is half of its fly speed.
If Junior took attack of opportunity, does that mean I can't as well?
No, you can.
Oh! Can I do that as well, please?
Yes, you can.
Maybe I'll hit. Maybe I won't. It's a 9 again. Oh.
Oh, hang on. It has a reduced AC, right, Shay?
It does, yeah. The AC is -2.
Unfortunately, even with the -2, you'd miss a harpy.
It's okay.
The flight of it above your head, being only but a little dwarf, makes it just quite not reach. You were going for the leg, and you hit the leg, but it's no longer attached to the harpy.
Aww.
Just batted off the side of the tower.
Home run! Now it shall be the werebear's turn.
Hang on, I hadn't finished my go.
Oh, apologies.
Thank you. I would like to cast Healing Word on myself as a bonus action. And then move the little last bit of my movement just to get beside Silky so I'm out of the way. And
Alright.
while I do that, I've got 4 points of healing because I don't trust myself to roll that mechanically. I'm going to say, guys, I'm running out of juice fast. And that'll end my go.
Okay. Sorry for jumping the gun there.
That's okay. Thank you.
The werebear, on its turn, now only being able to make one of its multi-attacks, is going to go for a bite on the harpy in front of it, as that is the most immediate threat to it. And that'll hit for 13 damage, and then the harpy must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. Let me do the damage first so I don't forget that. Con save. It succeeds. Okay, it succeeds. Nothing else to mention there at this time. Alrighty, Sildan or Owen?
Either works.
You have a plan?
Probably just start blasting, to be honest.
Can you see the harpy that got away? Or is moving away?
I don't think so. Oh, are we under any sort of, like, because when I click on my character, I can obviously only see, like, my radius of like vision, I think, from darkness, but like we're not in darkness or anything, right?
It was the fog in this area that
fog.
caused the...
So does that still apply? I can only see what I can.
It does, yeah.
see?
It's at 30 feet from your character that you
In
can
that
see.
case, I can. Oh, 30 feet?
I think that's right.
I've only got a 20 foot. I can only see to here. Is that accurate,
Let
or
me
should
check
it be?
the other characters. Maybe it was 20 feet then. Yeah, everyone's got 20 feet, so I think that's right.
Okay. I can't see any of them, Snake. I can move up and blast them, but currently I can't see anyone.
I'm gonna move up and try to blast the one. See if I can track it. Base your action on that, whether or not I hit.
Okie doke.
Okay, it is in range, and I'm gonna start blasting.
And which one is this? The uppermost?
Yep,
Gotcha.
11,
That'll miss, unfortunately.
even with a -2.
Even with the -2, yeah.
Unfortunate. And that'll be me.
Alrighty, Sildan.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna move up as well. Hey, there we go. Now I can see everyone. What do I have left for spells? Oh.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go first.
Yeah.
I will remind you that you were last turn, or last time around, saving something for something, perhaps?
Oh, I think I only had one level 3 spell left, and I used it on slow, and I used my portent to ensure that some of that actually did something, so that's nice.
Okay.
Other than that, no, I had the idea of Featherfall, but that's no longer the move, so
Okay.
I will...
Just mentioned it in case you forgot.
Yeah, thanks. I will do first level spell. I got a few of those slots left, so I'm just gonna like magic missile some stuff, I think. Did you say that this harpy that had moved away was looking more haggard?
Yes, that one looks more worse for wear now, having lost a leg.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I'll blast it. Ignore that force damage. I like rolling these myself. Fuck you. I think it's 3 of them on a first level spell, right? Yeah.
Yes.
7. Lucky 7.
Pretty good. Looking real hurt. As these bolts that guide, but aren't guiding bolts, weave their way around magically and blast into this occasionally green glowing fog. You hear screams from the harpy as it'll fall the 5 feet down to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else for your turn?
No, I don't think so.
Alrighty. Junior.
Alright, I got nothing fancy. I'm just gonna wail on this harpy in front of me.
Go for it.
15 to hit.
That'll hit.
How am I getting a +8? Oh, because of the +1 with this longsword and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Look like Junior and Flint fighting side by side again.
12 points of slashing again.
12 points of slashing. Very nice. Nothing if not consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Anything
16 to hit
Yep.
on the
That'll
second attack. Uh, 8 points of slashing damage.
Wow. About that consistency.
Still standing? Or floating or whatever?
Still standing. Or floating or whatever.
Alright. This bonus action, hit it again.
Go for it. This is with your offhand, I assume.
God, being a fighter is fun. 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Uh, 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Nothing if not consistent. 2 12 bits of damage and then 2 8 bits of damage. Gonna do 2 4s next here.
I'm just gonna say, Rianne, cure disease. The whole Weirbear situation still.
Alright.
That's it.
So the farthest away harpy, Harpy 1, the northernmost, is going to... I mean, it doesn't like the situation. It does not want to die. So it's going to continue its movement of flight for another 20 feet, going straight up. 5, 10, 15, 20, out to sea. And that'll be its turn. Oh, no, it gets a wisdom save from the slow. Nope, still slowed. Alright, hopping around, Harpy 2. Seeing its fellow fairly injured Harpy, and it now also being fairly injured, it's going to take an action to disengage, and then fly 40 feet.
Get.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, straight north. Bridge.
Fridge is deliberating whether they should cast Hold Person on the Werebear. Any objections? Any use to that?
If it works, it might buy us some time.
Fridge is going to cast Hold Person on the Werebear.
Okay.
A wisdom save, please, of 13.
That would be an 8.
You are paralyzed for the duration of up to a minute. You can make a save at the end of your turn.
Alrighty. Speaking of which, it's the Werebear's turn. It is going to make a save first off for the slow. That's a 3. And then next up for the paralyzation, that's an 11. It still has Bane as well to come into that. But I don't think an 11 beats anyway, does it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. That'll be the Werebear's turn. Sildan. Or Owen.
Good, go for it, Owen. You don't have anything that would you're not gonna make them do a saving throw at any point, are you?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Quick. Does anyone remember what second level spell I used? I used one. I can't remember if it was like mirror image or what.
You
Oh,
did
it was,
create
yeah, there
3
was
of yourself
more,
at
yeah.
one point. Because I remember thinking that you had used the belt when it was actually a spell.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think you did too.
Yeah, that's how I
'cause was
remembered it
like,
too.
oh yeah, I should cast that, and then I just didn't.
Did any of that pop? Like it was, or any of the images hit?
I think one was by
That's-
one
yeah,
of the
that's what I-
harpies, which is why you avoided damage.
Okay. Good to know. All right. In that case, can I see them? By the confinements of the map.
Oh,
make it so,
apologies. Yes, Rian, you were supposed to go immediately after that other harpy ran. Or before the other harpy ran.
Sorry, I didn't want to like interject. I was like, not sure where I am.
Oh, shit.
Apologies there.
Oh, my bad.
So let me, real quick, just pull that other harpy back, because it shouldn't have yet run away. Rianne, it's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna. I was gonna try and hit it again because I'm still in close combat with it, aren't I?
Okay.
So, actually, I can move back, can't I?
Or you can remove the curse from the werebear.
I could do, couldn't I?
You could.
I could. I
If you know it's
can't.
gonna run.
Yeah, go on then. Let's give it another go. Let's try remove curse again, but that leaves me with only one level, a third level spell left. Yeah, so I'll cast remove curse on the werebear if it'll work.
No more 9s. Must.
I mean, it should, because it should be an auto success because it's paralyzed, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
It doesn't tell me in this.
No, it's one of those.
And let me double check on the conditions part of D&D.
What kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. So
I'll
yeah, it
keep
would
it
still
doing
do
it.
the wisdom save. Let's do that. That would be a 9.
Yeah, I don't have a DC for this.
That would be your spell save DC,
Oh.
which would be 8 plus. What class are you?
It's at top of your
Cleric.
spells list.
Cleric. 8
So,
plus
save DC.
wisdom
14.
plus proficiency.
It says my save is 14.
Okay, so you succeed in removing curse from the werebear. And with that, though paralyzed, slowed, and baned, it returns. I'm going to keep it as the werebear token for now, but it is actually Flint, just so I don't lose the effects that are currently on the token.
Curse is gone, but the hair remains.
And weirdly, he got more hair when he transformed back into dwarf.
Yeah. And then it would be the Harpy's turn, who did that disengage action and went 40 feet upwards. Boom, boom. And then that'll bring us to... Bridge, you then had your turn.
Yep.
Would that
Who's
be any
going?
different if... you now know that Flint is actually Flint and not Werebear?
Oh. Fair. Well, I wouldn't need to cast Hold Person on them. So I'll wind that back.
Uh-huh.
But the harpies would all be out of my range. So I don't think I would do anything, I would just hold.
Okay. And then it would be Flint's turn. Are you okay if we just use the rolls that we already had for the wisdom saves there? Okay.
Sure.
Just trying
I'm
to
sorry.
fix
I'm also slightly confused. Did we rewind a bunch?
Yeah, just a few turns to facilitate Rianne's turn, which I accidentally missed.
Right.
And then now it would be your turn where you had done the paralyze. So if you wanted to not paralyze Flint, that could now be avoided. And you could get the spell slot back.
But it
Such and
was.
such.
I thought it was Fricks who did hold person to paralyze the werebear.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
right.
have a paralyzed spell.
I thought that was still down, my bad. Okay. They're no longer paralyzed, and you get the spell slot back. Okay, so now we're to Owen and Sildan.
And I'm gonna move up here. Am I able to see them? I can't because of the confines on the map. Like, actually, but okay, there we go. I'm going to magic missile.
Alrighty, go ahead. This is the one with the leg missing.
Yeah, first missile will be the one with the leg missing.
Alrighty. It is looking hurt.
Second missile, same target.
As it falls into
God
the ocean
damn,
below,
Snake.
Harpy Brethren turns around and weeps but a single tear.
As it turns around, I shoot it in the eye with the third magic missile. Okay.
Oh my god!
You Willikers.
Wow.
Okay.
He's a better wizard than I am.
He's mad.
And as that tear falls, so does the harpy.
Its face.
So does its face.
Oh.
Okay. So with that, all the immediate threats are currently dealt with. I'm going to take us out of combat.
Man, that couldn't have gone better there at the end. Well done, everyone.
Yeah, fair play. That turned around, didn't it? We're just going to take this opportunity to go pick up their short sword that they dropped.
Yep.
So they have their +1 short sword back.
I'm going to ruffle Flint's hair. Like, we're even now, right?
He's not paralyzed or unconscious or anything, is he?
Slowed and baned.
Yeah, the paralysis would have worn off by now.
And also, it never happened.
Oh, that one.
Also, is he aware of? Is
Not anymore.
is he cognizant of what happens when he's in were form?
No.
Oh, okay.
It is like blacking out and then waking up somewhere different.
Gotcha. But essentially, what you remove cursed on him, but the moon is still out and stuff.
And his form shrinks and the hair falls from him. He regains consciousness and sees you all gathered around him.
Ugh. What happened?
Got all wild on us
maybe,
again.
he kind of like looks around and up at the. He's very confused about why he's not a werewolf. Werebear.
Well, you can mainly thank your kin there for that one.
Yeah, I just decided that, well, I quite like, this form of you. The hairier form is just, a wee bit bitey.
Oh, well, I'm sure grateful. How can I repay ye, lass?
Oh, no. No. It's all in a day's work for me. Anything for my lovelies.
Owen clears his throat. Steps up to Flint and slugs him.
I knew that was coming. Oh. Well, yeah, okay.
Now we're even.
But, well, you have to know that, well, I guess you do. He looks down. So, what are you going to do now?
I don't know if we thought that far ahead.
I mean, kind of. The plan was, I think, to remove you from their
Clutches?
clutches, thank you, so that they come running back to this tower to either replace you or attack us. Either way, Daggold should be on his way in some form. So the question becomes, do we wait here or find some other arena?
We stay or wherever we go. I need to get some rest. I can't be doing that shit again without sleeping first.
Didn't, some question to the DM, didn't Fridge get hit by the werebear?
Hit but not bit.
Ah, okay.
Possibly. They might not have even got hit by the werebear, but I know that they definitely didn't get bit.
So,
Just making sure.
how were you figuring to replace me?
It's been done, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's not really our problem. That's Daggle's problem, and we intend to stop him. We know that he has... Oh God, the word is escaping me.
The MacGuffin?
The MacGuffin. We know that he has access to a crystal that can replace you.
Sorry, just for my own out of game knowledge. Did you guys do the heart thing yet, though?
Junior took
Was it?
care of that.
Yeah, that was done.
Yeah, you're all
Okay.
Which is how you
So,
were
can
able
it-
to remove Kurth from Flint without killing him.
Yeah. So can Flint, like, does Flint know that? Can he feel that? Or would he have to walk up and be like, oh, there's no heart there? Like,
He was
is he...
there, wasn't he?
He
I'd
was
assume that the hole in
unconscious
your
at
chest
that
is no
time,
longer
right?
there.
Sorry, say again, Leo?
He was... So, he was in werebear form when Junior removed the heart and replaced it with the, residuum,
Right.
which caused him to revert form and be on death saving throws. So he was immediately unconscious after losing werebear form, so he had no recollection of that. As soon as the heart was placed back in him, he was then healed by Rianne. He had a few moments of like, oh, look, I've got my heart back in me. I'm all me again.
Okay, so he is aware. All right. I
Yeah.
just didn't... I didn't remember from that
And then the
session.
door opened and moonlight shone in and... Ruh-roh.
Gotcha. Werebear again. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm on board. Right. So now that you fixed me up, I guess, yeah. That bastard will be there to replace me. And what? You're just gonna, like you say, wait here and fix him up?
Isn't it? We stop him, we stop the war.
Well, I don't know if that's true. Something tells me that he's being used just like everyone else.
And what about the dragon?
Too tired to think about a dragon.
It's a good point. Did we establish whether this dragon was under the control of Dagult or the Baron, or is it just still its own entity and just doing what it does? Being all dragony.
No idea. But as Frigg said, that's a problem for tomorrow, us, probably. Assuming they can't teleport. Oh, I didn't think about that. That could be an issue.
They can. I've got a tiny hut left in me. We could at least get 8 hours in. Considering we're waiting for them anyway.
Well, Owen will sort of dust off his hands. They clank, because he is armored. If we're staying here, we should probably get a full lay of the land. We know there's an altar somewhere in here that's, as the legend tells it, gives people thunder powers. Could be useful, if it works.
Oh, is that not up yonder? Up that extra flight of stairs there? That's where Flint's heart was. You
I thought it was
wasn't
on
there, it was you. That's where the heart was.
Right. I think it was...
Is Flint aware? Oh, sorry.
I want to pull out the map. Wasn't the altar somewhere like on the first floor?
Correct. Southernmost room, first floor.
Flint knows about that, right? I mean,
Yes.
he's got...
Would he have messed with the altar at all?
Probably when he first got there. Just in terms of, like, when you were saying if he's, like, testing the parameters and stuff, right? You know how you mentioned, like, oh, yeah, he would have, like, poked around and realized he can't go further than this.
Then I guess the only question would
So if
be
that-
whether he thought that would be part of his, like, wild magic that just happened, or whether it would be something that he would be able to ascertain as, oh, I got that from the altar.
Yeah, I don't know if he would be that inclined. You want me to do, like, an int roll just to see?
Sure. Let's call it a 10,
Oh.
because it's not, like, too hard to discern between the two, I imagine.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. he'd know the difference.
he barely ascertained that. Oh yeah, you know, because he would have messed around with the altar, like just in terms of like, okay, so I can't leave this area. Like, what's this heart? Oh no, that's my heart. Oh, what's this altar? Oh, okay, it does that. Like, he would have tried to figure out ways to like either get himself out of the situation or just to figure out what he's got. So he knows that the altar gives you what, lightning affinities or something, or
To read the full effects for you, you become charged with the power of the storm to the extent that tiny sparks crackle in your eyes. You can cast Lightning Bolt at 3rd level as an action without using a spell slot. Once used 3 times, the charm vanishes from you.
oh my gosh.
The altar is able to bestow this benefit, but cannot do so again until it recharges. So the altar recharges when the lightning rod on the roof, the one south of you guys, is struck by 3 bolts of lightning from a storm and channels that energy down into the altar. Lightning from other sources doesn't count.
Oh, damn it.
Right.
Yeah, I was about to say, looks at lightning gauntlets. How long does the charm last? Do we know? Until it's used, yes, but does it ever wear off?
It doesn't say that it wears off, so I'll assume no.
Okay, so basically you get 3 casts of lightning bolt at 3rd level as an action. Obviously, it doesn't use any spell slots if you have them, and you can do that 3 times until it fades. And one person gets this essentially, right?
Yeah.
Unless miraculously a spot is struck 3 times by 3 bolts of lightning, which probably happens, but not frequent enough to matter. So like one person gets this.
Well, yeah, the lightning rod at the southernmost of this 2nd floor of the roof, if that gets hit 3 times, then the altar recharges and someone can get the charm again.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like it's a lightning rod, so it happens, but it wouldn't happen like every 10 minutes, and we'll just wait until like 2 hours go by, and then everyone's good. Like obviously, it'll recharge, but not fast.
Correct. The specific weather needs to be there for it to happen. But
Right.
rough knowledge from Flint would know that lightning storms occur semi-frequently here around the Tower of Storms, and that might be where it gets its name from.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's gonna relay this knowledge to the party. Basically say like, at the end, he's gonna say, but I wouldn't bet on it. I'd say you just count on one of you, eh? I mean, if you're in a rush.
Well, if one of us does it now and we see the storm throughout the night, there's always a possibility, though, Ray, that we could do it again in the morning.
We might as well investigate the room, right? It's not like you guys are looking pretty shafted. You're probably going to need to stay here for the night anyway. Maybe poke our heads in.
Yes, I could use some meditation.
Okay, so if the plan is that we're going to stay here for the night anyway, let's go pop our head in.
Sounds good.
Going to take Flint by the shoulder and lead him down the stairs, talking about all the stories that he missed of Junior's adventures.
As everyone starts to walk away, when Owen takes up the rear, when everybody is ahead of him, he shakes his fist in pain and rolls his wrist after punching Flint.
Right.
Yeah, what's your strength?
Yeah,
Not
nothing
good.
happened. Flint's mustache moved. That was it.
Strength of 10.
Yeah, all right. Where did we go? Where's the other... What? Oh, there it is. Oh, I see.
Says this one, yes.
Correct, according to the map.
Owen will crack and peek in.
The walls of this room, as you peek through the door, you see are adorned with murals that depict ships being tossed by stormy seas, with a foreboding god looming above them and smiling. Set into the west wall, as you slightly look around the corner, you see a salt-encrusted window, a stone altar with lightning bolts carved into its stands, lay against the south wall, and a metal rod descends from the ceiling above, with two splitting, almost like welds that have been formed into wires, reach down to either side of the altar. You see a faint crackling energy currently illuminates a small, 5-foot area around the altar.
It is devoid of life, though. The room.
Make a perception check.
So
Oh,
now
yeah.
for 20.
Definitely. You look around the room, check all the spots where you think there could be things, and then you remember back to that cave and the oozes that you fought not too long back ago when you first started your adventure, and you quickly glance up and you see, yeah, just a clean roof. Well, ceiling. It's empty in here.
Very tentative steps in. Okay.
Lightning, you say?
Yeah. And looks of things, the altar appears to be active.
Isn't altar to that god though of the orcs? What was it? Was it actually just 4 or something?
Was that a question to me?
Yeah, it was. I can't remember the name of the god that the orcs were worshipping here. Gorfork or
That's
something?
it. Well, no, Gorthok was the boar. But there was another god above
Talos?
him, wasn't there? I think that's right.
Talos.
Let me check my notes real quick. I'll be able to tell you for certain.
As he's checking his notes, who's interested in this altar? Raise your hand.
Yeah. I have possible plans to try to incorporate it into my suit. Since it's already lightning based.
Yeah, I am also interested in it because lightning bolt is a 3rd level spell, and when I cast that, I can't be casting other things like dispel magic or haste. Like if it doesn't use a slot and it's just an action, it's just 3 lightning bolts that aren't 3rd level spell slots, which is so good.
Yes, it would be Talos stuff.
Well, it's just that, not from like a complete hypocrite here, but we all know what playing with gods does now. Is that what we're going to do again with the one of Thunder?
I mean, there are no deals being made here. Right? I don't see any fine print.
It's underneath the altar on the table. It's like, oh, by the way, I get your soul.
Well, I mean, there was no fine print with Cyric. He just
Oh,
sort of
there was fine
decided he
print,
wanted.
you just decided to ignore it.
That's
What?
not true.
While we're doing this, can Rianne take Fridge's hand for a second? Just very briefly. Oh, I'm sorry, I feel a bit overwhelmed a minute. I just wondered if you just could hold my hand a second. I'm a little bit tired. Saying that, I will prepare a spell just in case anything happens in this room that I will cast on Fridge if anything were to go down, like damage-wise.
Okay, so you're holding a spell.
Yeah, I'd like to hold Shield of Faith,
Okay.
just in case anything happened. That way, because I'm touching her, it grants her a +2 bonus to her AC. But of course, I'd cast it if stuff went down.
Okay, and just so you're aware that holding a spell still uses up the spell slot.
Yeah. Yeah, oh
Okay.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
No, cool. Just in case you weren't aware of that mechanic. Cool, okay. You hold Shield of Faith.
Yeah, like I said, it's none of my business. It's just, well, we know the whole Cyric situation. God damn it! I hope that was that just a junior.
Yes.
But please go ahead.
What do you think, Silky?
I think there are many documented instances of celestial boons that don't otherwise pull your soul in. He kind of looks over at Junior or things like that, you know. Seems like it's probably just a blessing to us. He says this, his eyes are like kind of lit up. He's clearly very interested.
Yeah.
If it helps you all at all, Flint will have used it at some point, which is how you discerned that, you know, Flint's knowledge of it.
That's what it does and stuff. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, so basically just like nary a bad thing happened to me. Well, you know, any more than it had already happened to me. But I'm sure none of that was the Ultra.
One starts to think, can I make any sort of check to figure out if I can somehow enhance this with my armor?
In what way?
Anyway.
So this is just silly, but I'm like out of game thinking about it. I'm getting like Avatar vibes from like you know how they say they like channel it through their body or whatever, right? Like the lightning is inside of them, and it like I'm specifically thinking Zuko when he learns it, and it like it like travels through his center essentially when he's learning it from Iroh, and then channels out as a big lightning crackle. I just like the image of Owen using the suit of armor to like channel the lightning through like that.
That would be dope.
Sort of like, you know.
He'd have to do the poses too, otherwise there's no point. Like...
True.
Well, like anything like that seems perfectly fine to me because it's adding flavor to it, right? But if there was anything like mechanically you want to do to it, like nothing springs to mind immediately for me. But if you had anything in mind,
what if he does it? If he does it when he's outside, the lightning like comes down from the sky, channels through his, and only Owen can do it because he's got the suit, right? Channels through his suit, and then he can cast lightning bolt. I don't know. Can it be upcast? I think so, right? Cast it at like 4th level. It would just add 1d6 to the damage, any slot above 3rd level. So, but it'd sort of be like a combination of like, you know how druids can only do certain things when they're outside, like in nature. It wouldn't make sense to me if he was like in a cave, because you know it's like lightning from the environment.
I think perhaps the best that I could offer, knowing what is to come as well, is what I'm thinking of in this, is where normally the limitations would be that you could use it once per turn as your action. Perhaps with the armor being used as a mediary when casting, you could essentially fire all 3 in a single turn if you wanted to.
Will that require separate saves for each?
Yeah, it'd be like essentially this. It'd be like
I
a
just do it 3
multi-attack.
times.
Yeah.
That is so strong. Holy balls.
That is
Hell yeah.
potentially a lot of damage in one round.
And 3 action economy. That's like casting lightning bolt 3 times.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like.
Yeah, do that one. Fuck what I said. Do that one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, all right. Snake can have the fucking lightning buff.
This totally won't come back and bite me.
24d6 lightning damage on a potential if all 3 saves fail.
Save those portents.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm about to rest. They'll come back.
24 d6, did you say?
Well, because it's 8d6 for each lightning damage thing, right?
Oh,
If he
okay.
overcharges it or uses this ability that Leo's proposing where he just and blasts with all 3 at once, that's 24d6 or 12d6. If all 3 saves go through, then it's yeah.
The damage half.
Either 12,
Useful
damage
against a
half. So
dragon,
it's
potentially.
either 12 or 24d6. Either way,
I mean, it'll still be
Let me think
24,
about this.
just halved.
No, you said
Man, did I-
Yes.
Man, did I choose the wrong
You're
god?
correct. 24, but half whatever you roll. Yeah. I had that wrong.
Let me think about this real quick. Because
No,
didn't
I've already
fully-
forgotten what I said, and what I said was stupid. Yours was much better.
I didn't fully understand the consequences here.
Oh no.
Well, just like that Bane thing, it's real unfortunate that you didn't understand the cut.
But it has to be cast on different targets.
So it acts like a chain lightning sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, Snake, you know Elden Ring, you know that madness thing where it like comes out from the eye and
Sure.
it like arcs out in veins or whatever. It's like that,
Sure.
but with lightning. Still pretty good.
That's just like the little
Wait,
extra
hold on
that I
though.
need so that you
Hold
don't
on.
one hit.
It has to be separate targets, which means he has to draw separate 100-foot lines. But that's still great because it can hit. You can draw essentially 300 feet of 100 foot 3 times, and you can just draw a line. You could potentially hit like an entire army of people with the lines.
Which was why I initially intended to give him 3 uses, but not on the same singular target, so that you could, I don't know, deal with an army, but, you know, not one person or creature.
Cool.
Type. Sorry.
Now hold on, we're not killing an entire army. They're just
Well,
innocent
you're not.
guys.
You're at war.
But they're just like innocent townspeople who have like been, levied.
Isn't that what every army is?
Well, yeah, exactly. So we
people
shouldn't
fighting
just murder them.
Oh god, here come the moral implications.
Counterpoint, murder.
Well, I don't know. Was it ever?
Time to
was
question
that ever
Owen's
really,
moral code.
was that ever really stated? Because these are people from what? From Neverwinter. I mean, it's an army, right? Like they're not just random peasants that right?
Yeah, it is a standing army that they are like his. He has
like,
raised
just goes to
forces. Yeah,
farms, and he's like, "Hey, you over there with the farmer's tool. Here's a sword. You're in my army now." Like it is an army from Neverwinter that's been amassed.
Hang on.
I mean, still.
Hang on, what if it's an army of orphans, though? Like, he's taken the orphans that Junior is in the orphanage with and turned them into soldiers.
Oh, that's good. I'm going to write that down.
Oh, no!
And also,
But
Fridge
why
is
would
from
he-
there. What if Fridge was part of the army? You'd just be
No,
happy
hold
to
on.
kill them.
If you're assaulting Waterdeep, you do need an arm. Like, yes, it's awful. In that, like, I get you. I get that. Like, but the fact remains, it's an army that needs. Like, you can't just like, no, let's have some tea. Don't attack. Like they're going.
No, I'm
they're
suggesting
gonna
we
have
take
no
out
qualms.
the.
They're going to kill the people of Waterdeep, right? Like, they're not just going to get there and be like, all right, we've walked up to your gate. We win. Like, they're going to
Yeah.
kill
Well,
everyone
maybe,
in
but only
Waterdeep.
like from being given orders that they have to follow. Otherwise, like, because they have like families to feed and whatnot. I just think if we kill the
guess.
big bads, we can stop that whole thing.
I guess, but on the other hand, I don't really think like I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something in the lore of the story or whatever, right? But I don't think Daggalt like he didn't like magically compel everyone to do it, right? Like, okay, yeah, sure, they have to feed their families, but like, so him dying and us being like, no, it's fine. We killed your leader, so now you don't have to attack. They'll be like, okay, but I'm starving still, though. Like, I joined this army because, you know what? Like, even if they had conscripts that were like that, doing it out of desperation, like, killing their leader doesn't feed them.
They'll probably find somebody else that would feed them then, which could be another army.
It's also
Right,
the
that's
thing
what I'm saying, right? Like,
you need to consider that, like, Daggalt's army, if this is to come to pass, is forcing an attack upon Waterdeep. So Waterdeep soldiers are the ones that are going to be in a position where, like, well, we don't really want to die on the battlefield, but we don't have much choice because we've got to protect our home, whereas Daggalt's soldiers are like, oh, we're attacking Waterdeep because fuck Waterdeep.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to get across. So it's like, we're the defenders, right? Like, We're the aggrieved party. We're not the ones marching an army on Neverwinter, be like, "Fuck these random farmers and their stupid conscripts." Like,
Yeah.
No,
it's the dragon.
It's just like, but if you're given orders in like an army, like you're just gonna follow them. Like you have to because that's sort of your job.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I don't think this is like a if we just off Putin, the Russians will go home situation. You know what I mean? Like
Not the real world
no, but I
application.
mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know that like they're attacking us and it seems like they sort of want to like. This isn't a desperation thing. Like they've built up an army, they've stolen Owen's plans to further outfit their soldiers. They grabbed a dragon and they're bringing that to bear against Waterdeep. Like this isn't just Dagult being like, it was all me. Like this army wants to fuck, right? Like,
Yeah.
Well, I prefer like it was potentially all through trickery though, like through like the Baron and Dagult and stuff.
The thing you gotta
Yeah.
think of is whoever's fighting thinks they're fighting for the right side,
Right.
regardless of what side they're actually on.
We might be able to convince an orc leader to come to our side and convince.
well, that's true.
Their
We
followers.
have done that.
Yeah, but
like
that's,
we've already done that with some of them.
that's not going to happen with a standing army right in front of us.
There's
No,
also
like
the
the
other
time for those
lycanthropes,
discussions
you know.
happen before the clash. Like when you're fighting and shit, you might get like one soldier as like the battle is raging, but you can't really just like stand there and be like, "Here's why you should leave or join us."
It might
Here's
be an
why you should-
idea to maybe like reduce their numbers a little bit, and maybe we should really kill that dragon as well. I think facing a dragon and an army at the same time might not go down very.
You have a moment to talk
Is it-
about our Lord and Savior Saren Ray.
There's something we can do if we demoralize them. If enough soldiers or perhaps this dragon were to fall, then conceivably part of the army could surrender to us.
We take the dragon's head and we put it on a stick, and then we show the army, and we're like, "Look, we don't want to fight. We just killed the dragon."
I think we have better chances of convincing them.
Sorry.
We don't want to fight. We've just killed a dragon.
Hard work, man.
We just fucked up this really ridiculously powerful creature. We don't want to fight.
Hey, it's like
Rush
a
out of
reverse.
that.
It's like reverse psychology sort of thing. We don't want to fight.
We're
honestly.
peaceful with a dragon's head on the top.
But
of
it's like intimidating, threatening, and nice. you
Yeah,
know?
because it's like, listen, we just killed a dragon, and to be honest,
probably
we'd
don't
be
wanna fuck with
bored fighting with you.
We're a
so-
little bit
Wanna
tired,
go to
so
bed.
I don't really want to put all your 350 heads on a stick.
Owen steps out, blasts 300-foot lines through the army and everything. Like one of the other ones steps up, we point to Junior, we're like, that guy wants you all to live. That guy, points to Owen, doesn't. So
Oh, good
saying
cop,
you
bad
got a
cop.
choice.
I was not expecting this from Junior, of all people.
Yeah, how much of this was in character? Because I thought I was having a discussion with
Junior's
Durf.
a good guy. He's just a bit of a dick. He has a good hand.
Oh.
I also wasn't expecting it this late into the campaign.
He's always been morally
See,
like
that's-
wanting to help
that's-
people.
That's where I thought the conversation was mostly with Durf, because like we're talking about this and I'm like, oh, this is a good thought experiment. But like in game, I'm just like, shouldn't we have cared about this like way sooner? Like way sooner. Like we're on the what is it? The
21st.
11th hour of like, all right, let's get a good rest, and then we'll go wreck an army. And Junior's like, guys, wait, shouldn't we not do that?
Are we the baddies?
Yeah, like,
Yeah. The fantasy doomsday
Stop.
clock has just gone back in time about 5 minutes. He's
yeah, but this
changed the course
this
of
guy-
history.
This guy pissed in a cup to cover up his evil transgressions with an otherworldly entity, and he's like, hold on a minute. Maybe we should care about the farmer who's just hungry.
I thought the plan was to get the big bad, and then we could like stop the.
Nicely? please go home.
Oh, fuck.
I did not sign up to kill a bunch of like innocent people.
Well, they're not innocent, really. Like, if you think about it, they're really not.
They don't need to following orders.
Oh, okay.
That-
All right. Whatever you say, Germany. Like,
Well, exactly, but like, that's exactly what I'm thinking, right? Like a lot of like in that situation, like Nazis didn't actually want to do what they did. They would just
yeah,
had to because
100%.
But then some of them did, and some of them, you know. Or what if some of these people want to fight because there's like
Yeah,
a pact, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of shades of gray here. I'm sure somebody is like sharpening their sword, like, fuck yeah, gonna kill me some water deep mongrels. And then other
Yeah.
people are like, oh man, I really hope one of the houses I'm forced to break into has a loaf of bread. Like, sure, there's the spectrum, but like they're still choosing to do it, right? Like what's to stop them from just being like, oh, fuck that. We're kicking in water deep. Maybe I should like go to their side and help them defend their homes and make a better life.
And also, if they choose no and say like I'm not doing it though, like how do we? I thought like the Baron and like Daigo were like they were like tyranny leaders, right? Like what if they just killed them if they said no?
Look,
I mean, yeah, there's deserters, or there's people who aren't, or like there's all sorts of stuff like that, I guess.
how about we take out the
But what I'm
leader?
saying is, when the armies are clashing, like when we're standing there ready to go with like our bows knocked and our spells blazing, like we can't scan the battlefield and be like, "You there, sir? You look like you're about to piss in your own boot. Do you really want to do this? Really? Come here,
Yeah,
you!" Like,
we'll
come
send out a
on.
questionnaire to all of them.
It's like the fucking story of the army that invaded the country and then came back with one extra soldier. You know the one?
Yeah.
I like this discussion though. I'm being a catty bitch, but I really love I love this.
In all seriousness, though, we could take out the leader, lay down their options, and whoever's left we take out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens in like a lot of fantasy, or just in general the stories, right? Where it's like, you know, desperate armies clashing, and then like the evil leader falls, and then you get to do the rousing like lay down your arms speech, right? We'll give that to Junior.
Yeah, Junior, that one's all yours. Can we go to sleep? Oh, I'm really tired. Fridge is just gonna go find a wall to slump down against.
Also, as like a in-game, out-of-game, like neat way to handle this, and I think he hinted at it like slightly, but Flint will basically just tell you all that like he would love to help, but he's pretty messed up. Like I think just from having his heart transplanted back inside of him and like all that stuff, right? Just as a way to not play two characters or have him be, you know.
You can
Also
have
in
a
the army
spa day.
thing. Yeah, he'll basically he's just too like, you know, he's fine. he's gonna make it, but he's not exactly like
Fighting fit.
raring to go for a fight after just having been bear cured and heart transplant, etc., etc.
Don't blame you, dude. Right with you.
Well, perhaps Rianne might want to reveal some knowledge that I forgot to tell them about. That might, you know, be an option for where Flint goes. Guess I should say that knowledge now, huh?
Yeah.
So, Rianne, the location in which you're from had a lot of refugees and survivors from the mishap that happened in Axholm.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I like where this is going.
Oh, I did tell you about this.
No, he didn't tell me about the refugees. I have to bring up my character sheet to remember where I'm from.
But it's not like too far away. It's like the same distance between Waterdeep and like Falcon's Lodge. If you do that again from Falcon's Lodge northeast, you get to where Rianne's from.
I can't find my notebook. Where am I from?
Fucking, let's load up the Faerun map.
I can't find it.
Un momentoso, por favor. Replay, merci beaucoup. Comment oui, très bien. Open image in new tab. This one, I want to zoom in. Why you not let me zoom in? Senor, please. For now, I'll just say Grey Mountain for a name. And if I can find the exact name for you later, I'll correct it.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'll let the group know. There's other refugees in the Grey Mountains. Flint.
What? From Axholm?
From Haxorm, yes. Yes.
The Mithril Hall.
There we go.
Well, how are they doing?
Well, I mean, they're refugees at the end of the day. They're doing the best with what they got, and
In other words, ain't got naught but scraps, do they?
sadly,
He seems more fired up now. Well,
by the looks of it, they left with what they could, but it wasn't much.
He looks around at the group. Yeah, you know my thoughts to y'all. And I'd surely help if I thought I could hammer that bastard into the ground, but well, I gotta also think about my people, you know.
Flint.
And if we're being honest, I'm a little tired. My spirit has taken a mite of a beating, eh?
No.
He kind of like looks around each of the party members like he's looking for permission.
Yeah, I mean, Flint, you're your own man. You can do what you want. I will say, if you're heading back there, though, you can take my horse. Because I seem to have my own at the moment. Just snap my fingers and summon the direwolf.
Didn't we walk here?
We walked here?
I don't remember where we would have tied the horse, because we had to navigate some shenanigans to get here.
Oh yeah, didn't we
With
leave the
cliffs and
horse
everything.
outside the cliffs there?
Oh.
I think.
Oh yeah, we did
is
walk
right,
through the
yeah.
cliff. Okay, well, if you find some horses, you can take one.
Giving
Great.
permission to steal horses. Good job, Junior.
Junior steals horses but looks out for the farmers.
Well, I'm okay. Like, stealing's a lot different to murder.
Hey, man,
Like
every
stealing
compass
life.
has a north and a south.
Look, Flint, none of us will blame you. We could, we'll surely miss the extra help, but you're not exactly in good condition, like you say. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Don't miss all the fun.
Speak for yourself. I don't blame him.
I just said I don't blame him.
I blame him completely.
Oh, well, I don't really speak for anyone but myself, so you do you.
I blame you for getting us this far.
What?
I distinctly recall you hitting me over the head.
Yeah.
And making a deal that saved us. That's why we're here. So your part's done. Shoo, get out of here.
Flint looked like very, very confused, and then like kind of crushed a little bit, but then like that was a roller coaster in just a moment or two. But finally, his expression just settles on respect for Owen, and he kind of having heard Fridge's piece and Junior's piece. I mean, he doesn't really know Sildan, and he on his way out, he does he passes by Rhiannon and like kind of like pats her on the shoulder again. I'm greatly indebted to you for telling me, and with the curse and everything. I'll make it up to you one day. Thank you. Thank you all again. Oh, wait. Robin left to get a drink. I'm sure they didn't just not say anything to Flint.
Just stared coldly at him.
That's all right. Us dwarves like to help out our kin.
Yeah, so he just like grips her shoulder again for a moment, and then trudges on out, I guess. Off to find a horse.
It's out there somewhere.
Okay, I just put him out the door. He's still technically on the map, but he's not there currently, I guess. Time
there we
for
go.
a nap, I guess.
Hang in. Get close. And Fridge will start casting Ritual Tiny Hut when whatever's happening with the altar has been done and everyone's close.
Yeah, Owen will turn to the altar and try to figure out how it works. So what do I do? He'll put his hands on the altar.
And as you do so, you feel a slight tingle in your hand as it gets closer and closer until, as you touch your hand against the altar, you feel a sudden shock in whatever point of contact first comes closest to the altar. Almost indistinguishable from that of if you've ever, like, had static shock hit touching something, it's that. And then a surge of energy wells up in your arm and towards your chest, and you focus for a moment. With your knowledge of arcane, you weave the energy in and out through your body in a sort of rhythmical dance of sorts. And you see as that core in your chest goes from that light aqua blue into a darker, crackling lightning blue color.
Oh boy. Well, I think it worked.
You turn around to the rest of the party. They see as your eyes crackle with a thunderous energy.
Fridge gives a thumbs up.
A thunderous red energy if you're wearing the helmet.
Yes.
Oh, your mic's gone weird, Durf.
Sorry.
As
Am I
you
sound
should
okay?
be. Yep, you're all good now. You with us?
Yeah. What have I missed?
Oh, your mic was bad. What did you say?
Oh, I just said that is dope.
Oh.
And I bet his hair is still amazing underneath that helmet.
Just in part, really, is he just perpetually has perfect hair.
Oh no, it would be ruined now because of the static electricity.
My plan, it has come to full fruition.
You know, I found out that I had a younger sibling, and I thought that was going to be the most shocking thing about this entire
Fuck you.
campaign.
That is the
But-
worst pun. I've done puns that are better than that, and you know how bad my puns are. Jesus. Permanent disadvantage for the rest of the night.
No!
No, you're good. So, with that, Fridge sets up a tiny hut by a ritual casting, and you all begin a long rest. We're gonna go ahead and go to break. So, it's about 1:15 now. If we can, try and get back by about 1/2 the hour, and we'll continue from where we left off.
Do we get our full long rest?
So try and come back at 1/2 the hour, and we'll continue from where we left off.
I have literally one spell to my name. Don't do this to me.
Alrighty. Cool. Yeah, you do complete your long rest. Alright, see you in a sec, folks.
See, no matter how much I try, I can't make this thing kill me. It's a little bitch ghost who can't do anything. Ah! Gotta reload.
I mean, sure, but that's how it is.
Spam right click? What? Is it trying to... Oh, you bastards! Oh, no! I'm being perma-staggered! Hey, Wesker! Take this!
Like the orcs we spoke to, for example, which were originally going to be part of that gold family that you merged and turned into your side. Yeah, it's an ideology.
How do I?
The ideology.
Jesus Christ. You got 10?
I gave you guys really easy targets with the off.
Jesus Christ, when is it gonna stop?
I really, really want
I'll
to
save
check
you!
that out.
Oh God!
It's a tactical retreat. You also got to consider, like, the people that are involved in this army are the same people. Oh my god,
Annika, thank you for throwing a box at Gregor. Wait, I'm not Snake! Why did I just... I've been conditioned! Oh my god! I'm leaving. I'll be right back. Somebody in chat reminded me of something. A fucking box? Fall off the bridge? Aww. Oh!
What the hell?
Well, why did that happen?
MLG! Oh my god!
That's a strat.
I like fire. Fire is cool.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, that's not how fire works.
I hate you. Hold on. I feel like there's a dude up there still. Maybe not, but...
I mean,
let's
I
just-
shot a guy, but there might be. Don't fuck up.
How the hell do I cook this thing?
You did. You pulled it in. Well,
Welcome back, everyone. Where last we left off, our party dubiously began a long rest within the Tower of Storms. About halfway through this rest, Sildan will have completed his meditation and will be in a state of alertness. So I need to roll something real quick.
Me too. Well, that's not what I wanted, but I can use those for other things.
You hear the waves begin to crash more so than they did previously, Sildan, as the rain begins to pour outside and patter against the stonework of the Tower of Storm.
Yes.
No.
Fuck!
I rolled a d4 to see how bad the weather would be, and a 4 would be a storm. You only got a 3.
There's a druid when you need one.
Is there anything you'd like to do for the 4 hours while you're awake by yourself, Sildan?
Yeah, I mean he's gonna investigate the tower, all the little nooks and crannies, little secret. I mean, I found a staff of birds at the other place, and like, Zeldan doesn't know how thorough Flint was. He can only assume that Flint wasn't very thorough.
I'm
So-
sorry, once more. Could you repeat that, sorry?
Yeah, I'm basically searching for fat loot or any little mysteries or arcane secrets or anything that Flint might not have uncovered, being, you know, a dwarf not versed in arcane arts. So he's just gonna look for secret passages or anything like that.
In the 4 hours you spend searching around the Tower of Storms, you get a fairly detailed look at all the rooms, but nothing that would hint towards anything of like major arcane or anything.
Yeah, or even just like trinkets or treasure or this or that. Anything people might not have found.
See. Just a second here.
Sure.
I'm gonna fall asleep to those waves.
They're quite relaxing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Looking about underneath the altar, you
Find the
think you
fine
might
print.
be onto something. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Da 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 da. 14.
Exactly the DC you needed. Looking around underneath the bottom of the altar, you see that there's a latch that holds open or holds up a small little wooden box in the underside of this altar, and moving this latch aside allows the box to drop out from underneath. And looking inside, you see what at first glance looks like a mere twig. Your knowledge of the arcane notices the sigils and engravings alongside it that would hint towards this being a wand of some sorts, as well as underneath that a small leather-bound journal that, as you open up, you reveal to be some sort of wizard's spell book. Flicking through the pages, you see that it contains the spells Blur, Charm Person, Comprehend Languages, Hold Person, Mage Armor, Sleep, and Spider Climb. Which I will copy and paste those into the Dragon's Breath chat for you.
So I think I'd probably need either some downtime or another rest to even attempt to copy that to my own book. So, what about the wand?
Well, you've got 4 hours remaining. You can either do another long rest of your own, because they are only 4 hours.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't. Only one in a 24-hour period. Oh, well.
Well, you can get the
Or-
benefits that I would normally give of, like, the being able to
I guess
discern
the
a
spell
magic
stuff, 'cause
item
it's
and...
not... Yeah, I'm not refreshing any of my,
Yeah.
whatchamacallits, my class abilities.
So, would you want to figure out the wand, or do copying of spells?
Probably the wand. Although, was it long rest, short rest, where we tried to figure it out?
Long rest, so it would be the full 4 hours to do the wand.
Okay. I'll give it a try. 22.
Yeah, easily enough. This wand has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges. And if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the nearest one to you. The wand regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. And I'll link that in the
Thanks.
Dragon's Breath chat for you. It goes without saying that this could also be used as an arcane focus.
Okay.
And while you're finishing looking over and pondering this item, the rest of you, one by one, awake from your slumber. Rested, although slightly uncomfortable having slept on a hard stone floor.
God. Oh, not yet. It's not morning yet. No. We're just gonna roll over and try and get 5 more minutes.
Oh, hey, well, what coffee?
Yes, I'm awake. Give me-
There we go. There it is.
Where's the coffee?
I think you got it, actually. I was hoping you'd make it for everyone.
I should go digging in their bag for the pouch of coffee.
I don't mean to be that person, but I really think we should get a plan and start moving quite quickly.
Well, that's really up to Bossman at the moment. Wouldn't
Snoring from Owen.
Sorry?
Snoring from Owen.
Ah.
Oh, and there's coffee.
He doesn't
Wakey,
care
wakey,
about
champ.
coffee. You have to tell him there's a shower nearby.
Oh, and your hair looks awful. Wow,
Fuck
he is out of
you.
it. Okay.
You'll just see a pouch of coffee shoved close to your nose.
God, shit. What?
You don't have to have any.
Blindly, he'll like paw for it.
That's what I thought. Fridge will put it into his hand.
And he'll drink. Thank you. And he'll pass it back.
And Fridge will do the usual of passing it around and worry about refilling it later. Combo attacks might not be a bad idea. I bet they'd hit stronger maybe if we worked a couple of things out that could double tap.
So I was just unsure on what the plan was. That's why I wanted Owen to wakey up. Wasn't there? Are we fortifying this place and waiting for them to come at us, or are we, getting a stomp on?
Out of character, do we know, even in the vaguest of ideas, what their next move would be?
One of you might.
Well, that's ominous.
Is it me?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Is it?
Yes.
Oh, vision guy.
Yeah, run that by me again. I'm sorry, I've got a bad memory. I'm not great at 3 or 4 weeks out.
Yeah,
What do I
fair.
know?
Give
I
me
know
a
I had
second
the
to find the exact
vision, the
notes.
port. Yeah, I know I had the vision of like, if we, what was it? If we kill the dragon,
We would all die. Was one of them.
was it? Yeah, it was something like if X happens, the party dies. If Y happens,
Everybody else
something
died?
else that wasn't great.
So you had the vision and you saw this circular room form around you, which you, when you got here, realized to be the Tower of Storms. It's the same sort of architecture, same color of stone, that sort of thing. You saw the shadowy figures reach out for this heart and take it, and in that vision you heard the beating of wings off in the distance. And then as the vision rewound almost and then reconstructed itself and went through the same steps, instead the shadowy figures left the heart alone, and then it fast forwarded to your party being on an open plain somewhere, all having fallen in one way or another to an opponent on the field of battle.
Darking it.
It's safe
Okay,
to
so-
assume.
but I
from-
mean-
Go ahead.
Yeah, Sildan relayed that though, if I recall, right? Like he mentioned that to the party.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did.
Hey,
I mean, you mentioned
what
the
would-
second half. I don't know if you mentioned the first half.
No, I
Yeah,
wound
he's
through
like-
it. I
yeah.
Okay.
I do remember me being like, bad news all.
Okay. I don't know if you said specifically about the beating wings, so I think you just mentioned that, like, something real bad had come if we took the heart.
He just inferred and said it was the dragon.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't vague enough to say beating wings. I was just like, pretty sure it's the dragon. I could be wrong, but
Could have been the harpies.
could have been. Yeah, but I was
Doubtful.
thinking it's the dragon.
To quote the exact text that I gave you when I said it, you hear the roar of a dragon's wings beat.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, then I definitely said it was the dragon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we're praised on that. We already know that.
As a little behind the scenes thing for everyone here, it's interesting to know that I went through very different ideas when I was crafting that part of the story of like who to give the vision to. Because I have a note here in my like plethora of notes that I keep titled Junior's Dream. And I opened it up and it's just fucking empty.
Oh.
That's so insulting.
Well, no, it's like, I think at one point I had intended to have Cyric give you the vision that Sildan had, but then I thought, no, it's probably better if the Portent Wizard gets it as opposed to Cyric, because you might not believe it might not be, like, you know, because God of Mischief and whatnot. There's a little behind the scenes for you.
So now that we've replaced the heart, we've got a big badass dragon on its way.
Well, that would be the part that was fulfilled, right, Leo?
You can imagine so. I mean, you did do things somewhat differently,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I just meant like, yeah, overall we still, you know.
Okay, then. Should we start fortifying this place for a dragon attack?
I don't think anything we could do would be enough to fortify against a dragon.
Well, thinking of like coming up with a game plan. I mean, we've got a balcony upstairs. Like maybe we could put people up there, like good old Owen here and Sildan, with their magic spells. I'll be on the ground floor, obviously. There's not a lot I can do up there for you. That kind of thing. Tactics.
You know what those are?
I know how to tactical retreat real well. I mean, it's just worth thinking about rather than just like. I mean, I don't know, Owen. What are we doing, Owen? We just sitting here waiting for the dragon, or are we going?
I mean, I don't really want to fight a dragon if we can avoid it. If we can't, we know at the very least they are aware of our presence here.
Yeah, we kicked up a fuss.
That was part of your guy's whole plan, wasn't it? That's why he wanted help in the first place.
Right, to fuck with the god of war or whatever. So he's got what he wanted, but now what do we do?
We literally could have asked him to stop the dragon.
Well, I had to ask him to help me remove that heart to save Flint's life.
No. We could have asked him to take out the Baron.
Well, I owed Flint, right?
It would have given us more time to work out how to deal with Flint. And would have taken all of the innocent lives off the table, but hindsight is a 20/20. What can do about that now?
It's not like he's the most trustworthy folks anyway.
So, what's the alternative on waiting for this dragon to just show up?
Bound? Get caught on the road, though. Potentially.
head back to Waterdeep, help fortify.
Potentially put more people at risk?
So
Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking the moral high ground here. Just meat shield?
Shit, what if we just sneak right through? While this whole chaos is going on and they think that we're at this tower, we just head directly towards them. We end up, I don't know, we'll have to think on our feet on that end, but we can just, potentially end up getting the Baron or whoever on alone. We take them out. We solve the whole problem.
We don't know how they're traveling or what speed if they're traveling via dragon, or if the dragon is flying solo. We probably don't want to be out in the open. So if we're anticipating that, here might be the best bet. Did anyone check that door on a point to the south?
I assume Sildan did because he checked out the whole place in 4 hours. Can I just open it, Leo?
Yeah, you find that it leads towards the harpy's nest.
Cool.
Please tell me
yes,
it's
that-
an abandoned harpy's nest.
It's recently vacated, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is there an egg or something? We still
No.
need breakfast, right?
There is
No.
not.
It's a cozy 2-bedroom, tastefully abandoned.
Nice and airy.
Yes, that just leads
Seaside
to
view. Sorry.
the harpy lair. All taken care of now. Also, not to doubt my own abilities very often, but we don't really know that the dragon would be on its way here. I mean, we can infer that if the dragon is part of their army, and certainly they would know, given that we've just released Flint, that we're here, so they could send the dragon, but that assumes that the dragon is under their control, or that they could order it to do anything. Just a thought, though. My visions are seldom wrong, but sometimes misinterpreted.
Do we know where the actual army is? Like, currently at the minute? The one facing down Waterdeep?
You haven't heard anything?
Okay. So we don't know where the army is, we don't know where the dragon is, and we don't know where the Baron is.
Well, that was kind of the point of doing this. We were supposed to draw them out. At least one of them, presumably Daggled, according to his god.
You asked, Cyric? You were not asking for help, we're asking for insight.
You want me to ask Cyric?
Well, have you got a better idea?
I mean, if my memory is serving me correctly, giving that information would benefit him. Because we are doing this more like in conjunction with his wishes. Kill Daggle.
True. I could give it a go then. Hey, Cyric. I know you're listening. Oh, there he is. Okay. Has he appeared, or is that just in my head?
In your head.
He gives me Scam Likely vibes.
Ah, yeah.
So we're looking to know the locations of... Sorry, go on.
I could always do Skiva.
No, 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 Scam Likely every single day, please don't.
Yeah, please.
Oh god, he was Skeever all along. Damn it. We're looking for the locations of some people. Either the Baron, Daggolt, or the Dragon. Do you know where these people are?
Oh, if only you knew, my boy.
Well, I don't. That's why I'm asking you. Hey, look, we're working with you here. Like, give us something.
Make a persuasion check.
Sorry, I muted myself there. Sorry, I'm trying to find where persuasion is. There we go. A 13.
You'll find out soon enough.
Excellent. Massive help as always, Zurich.
I'll give it an hour.
Yeah, sounds to me like they're imminent.
The best I got from him is he said he'd give it an hour. So I guess like we've got an hour. Whether that's the dragon, an army, or I don't know, whatever else.
Right. Well then, I believe I'll go to the second level balcony, as was suggested.
Well, I was just thinking, if we're just staying here and fortifying this place, it might be a good idea to keep the range people up there, up top, to keep a good lay of the land.
I don't disagree with you.
Too bad it wasn't a proper keep with a ballista or anything like that. Ah, well. Sildan's gonna move off to the tower.
Yep, just give me a second. I'm updating everyone's vision to reflect the lack of fog.
We're good.
I think
Where's-
Silky might have a good idea, really. If we're in the tower, we can sort of bottleneck whoever's coming, or funnel them if they're on foot.
Also, yeah, where's the top of the tower? Sorry, like the very top. I know there was the.
So you've got this
Yeah,
here is
that,
and
yeah.
then the very top is over there.
And the very top is literally just like the heart,
Yeah.
or
And
what
then
was the heart room.
There's this like wall around here is only up to about waist high.
Okay, so this is open to the sky then.
Yes, this part here is and like the inner circle where you see the like slabbed stone floor is all enclosed within a roof that allows light out seaward. But then
Right.
there is a like walkway path that goes around about.
That's the like cobblestone
Yeah.
tile that I'm seeing. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Well, I'll be at the top for now, just so that I can see out. Like Sildan's gonna basically keep alert and yeah, just wait to see if he can see anything.
Yeah, I want to go out the front door, please. And summon the pup, not so pup.
Alrighty. The
I'd like
second.
Clarify while you're doing that, Leo, that realistically there's no way to get on this tiny little outcropping that we're on because the bridge was destroyed. Or the path was destroyed, or whatever you want to call it.
By foot, sure.
Yeah. So the only option is
Okay,
to bamf
well.
in or dragon in.
Also,
I mean, there is an ocean.
let me just check real quick here.
Yeah, but you're not gonna sail that fast, are you?
Let me see. Let me see. Up.
It's been 8 hours.
Okay, so we'd already see them then.
Now with the fog.
It's It's not there anymore, right?
Yeah, most of the fog is gone now.
Correct, but they're
Now that
still an hour away.
this is why I'm at the top. Like, if at any point you say that Sildan sees, anything approaching, I will make sure people know.
Exactly.
Oh, that's exactly what I was doing.
Hang out towards.
Also,
Go ahead.
sorry. No, Sildan would just catch Junior at some point and kind of give him a tap and basically just say something to the effect of if it does end up being the dragon and you feel you need to leap into danger, I may be able to help with that, although you'll have to come get me. Or vice versa.
Are you saying you can give me wings?
Oh, I don't know if it would be as grand looking as that, but yes, the effect is essentially the same.
Well, damn straight. If this dragon shows up, you make sure to put that on me. And you get up close and personal.
Well, if you're not eaten immediately or we're not lost in the chaos, we'll do. And then he heads up top.
That is a good point. Junior heads outside.
All right, yeah, I'm where I want to be currently. Sorry, go ahead, Owen.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hanging out towards the first floor entrance just in case, because if it is multiple targets, I'm gonna want to be on a level plane with them for lightning reasons.
Yeah.
For mechanical reasons, it's worth noting that Shay, you are currently 60 feet higher than where Junior is.
Okay.
Like I said, I wanted to summon the pup to
Oh, sorry,
who is
40
now-
feet higher. Miscalculated.
Okay.
Is that how short the tower is?
40 feet's pretty
bad.
high.
It's only like... Oh, no, yeah, it still is pretty high.
That's a 4-story house.
I just felt like
And
I'm...
it's on
You know,
top of I guess a cliff or whatever it's on. So yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
not too bad.
But go ahead.
Sorry,
Liz.
yes. Summon the pup,
That's next to you.
who is now a direwolf, right?
Correct.
I'm just looking up his things. Because it has keen hearing and smell.
That it does.
So I'm hoping to put him on, like, alert mode of anything trying to be sneaky or something like that.
You got it.
When we went and did the orc thing, remember the test where it was like, put your thing on this necklace or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Was that destroyed or did they just take that? I can't remember. I
Yargoth
remember
kept
thinking
it, yeah.
Oh, they kept it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember thinking at the time it would not destroy, but you know what I mean? Like I'd lose the dodecahedron. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, I'll delete it. All good.
Wait, should that path up to us? There's like a bunch of stairs, right? We had to come up like a sort of snake swervy thing to come up here, right? Like a pathway.
Correct.
What if we put like heavy things on top of it and just like roll them down? Should anything come up that way?
I mean, yeah, if you got the strength, you could try to, depending on how much time we have, you could try to like position some boulders to be knocked downwards, or if you have like grease or oil or anything, caltrops.
Does anyone have like summon boulder spell?
Sorry, no.
No boulders.
Shape Earth, or whatever it is.
Nope. I can shape some water. You want some ice cubes in your drink before we all die, or
I could grease it up real nice.
What, the steps?
Yeah.
Make it difficult to come up. Yeah. How long does that
But it
last?
only lasts a minute, so never mind.
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of these things. I'm looking at a couple of spells, and I'm like, oh, I can. That's a minute. I got to do that as things are happening. Same thing, like if we had Saren, the thorny spell or whatever, right? Like that'd be perfect.
I can put up the tiny hut, which would at least give us a defensible position. Lasts for 8 hours.
Use the tiny hut to block the path.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That
not
would
bad.
mean that Bridge would have
It's-
to remain in it, though.
I would have
Oh.
one in it, yeah, but I
It's
can
not
cast
a-
spells out of it.
Right. You can throw things out of it, too. Like you can ranged attack out of it, right? And spells and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Just take a nap.
Yeah, let you
Yeah.
guys fight it out.
I mean, it's
I
not a
believe we
terrible
determined
idea.
that you couldn't cast spells out of it, right? When you used it against the boar, Owen had to come out in order to cast stuff or do stuff to the boar.
Oh.
Oh
Right,
yes. What
that's
about
right.
ranged attacks though? Like would physical arrows and stuff be kosher or?
I think that was allowed, right? Because I think Seren had fired a few shots out of it. I
Gotcha.
think it's just that it
think
blocks
so.
magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad plan unless they had, dispel magic.
Well, they'd have to. That would still be a waste of like some spell
Yeah, it
slot,
would,
right?
it would use up one of their spells. I just mean Fridge probably shouldn't. Well, I mean, not that they would.
I mean, my only argument is if we want it, I can't do it in the middle of battle. It takes a full 10 minutes to cast.
Right.
So, if we're Xing it now, that's fine, but we won't have it later. So just bear that in mind.
Sildan would vote for Xing it only because he's concerned for Fridge's well-being in the sense that if you have to be at the hut, if they do have dispel magic, you are then down there by yourself and have to run up the hill and hope you don't get peppered with stuff on the way. Like it seems like that would just get you killed.
I was more thinking like, oh god, what if the rest of the party is down and Fridge can't cast healing spells through the tiny hut?
Just poke your hand out. It's fine.
It's gonna watch the entire party die.
Well, yeah,
Before our
either
eyes.
way, Fridge either has to make a decision to stay there and watch it unfold for better or worse, or might just get caught with their pants down, which, nope, that would suck. We wouldn't be able to help, really. It would be
Yeah.
desperate. We'd be
Right,
beelining it for Fridge.
Are we using like the tower to? Are we just guarding from the door?
Well,
It seems like the
is-
tower's our staging point. Like it's a pinpoint, right? Like you said,
Yeah.
they'd have to either come through the door or sure, if the dragon, it could fly, but still, it's better than an open field.
Tiny,
Yeah.
Tiny hut at the entrance.
Yeah, there might not be. What about you, Rianne? You got any tricks up your sleeve?
Well,
No.
no, not really. Well, I didn't want to butt in really, but I have killed a dragon before.
See, I'm still dubious in my belief of this.
See,
Insight
I-
check.
I'll
Yeah, insight check. There.
Yeah.
16.
Brienne has killed a dragon before.
No shit.
Well, I'll show you. And she'll reach into her plate armor, and she'll pull up this necklace. And on the end of this necklace is a dragon eye, big orangey red dragon eye. It's encased in amber. It's not like a rotting dragon eye on a chain.
Still gross.
Well, I took this as a reminder. Really, I brought it down, and it was a close one. It It had burnt a village down, and well, it's how I met my husband, really. It's quite a nice story, but it's a long story, so we won't go into it today. But what I'm saying is, we've got to get it on the floor, and once it's on the floor, then, well, we can take care of it, really, but, oh, they're sly baskets they are.
So what have we got to get it on the ground?
That's the thing, This is way back in my youth, it was. Way back. Don't know really. I haven't got much. I'm not the person I used to be, unfortunately.
How did you get it on the ground before?
Oh, pure luck. Chains. All manner of stuff, really. We just did our best. Teamwork is really the way.
Anyone else still have a use of the dust of disappearance?
Yes.
Everyone, right?
You haven't
Okay.
used it.
Uh-oh.
Something to bear in mind.
If we could use it to sneak up on the dragon, if we could at least get on top of it, make sure we can stay on somehow. I don't know really, but
Like a little trap. I
like
love
a
it.
trap. Yes, like a trap.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. What about my very limited knowledge of dragons is that they love loot. What if we create a little pile of things that are valuable to us?
Well, we don't need
And
to.
then
I
it
can
lands.
cast minor illusion.
That's even better.
So I could cast minor illusion, creating a pile of loot the second we see it, because we're going to see it before it sees us. At the point we see it, we cast Dust of Disappearance, so it sees the loot and not us. It lands, we
Kick the shit out of it as
take
much as
its
we can.
wings out.
It's the best plan so far, in my opinion.
That's not a bad idea. I could blind it. It wouldn't be able to see us very well then.
Dear.
Any advantage that we can have over a dragon, yes. Blinding it
Taking out
seems
his wings
prudent.
would be great.
Owen and Sildan, roll me a history check.
Okay. Nope. Bad.
Okay,
Not so bad.
never mind.
This is a great plan. Yeah, a great plan. Probably the best plan ever.
Where did the other voice come from?
That's Sildan and Owen with their bad history rolls.
Oh.
There has never been an instance where this went awry, ever, that I can recall.
Yeah, dragons are really easily fooled, right? I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So we could add like actual bits and pieces to the minor illusion, right? I have this, like pole of collapsing, which is quite valuable.
Why would a dragon be interested in your pole of collapsing? I'm sure it has
Well, it's just loot, right? They hoard loot. My very limited knowledge of dragons is that they hoard loot.
What if, right? What if we managed to get some chains, some really heavy chains, thick chains? We somehow, with the invisible dust, we get them around the dragon, and then, depending on where we are, if you have the pole of collapsing collapsed, we could thread the chains onto it, put it between two massive boulders, and then you could make it uncollapse. See what I'm going with here?
Well, that would then depend on the HP of the staff, wouldn't it? If it's not got an incredibly high HP, the dragon's just gonna snap it.
Didn't we? Sorry, just out of game. Didn't we have a rod of immovability? Wasn't that a thing we had?
You have the
Yeah.
polar collapsing, right? I don't think you had a rod of
Didn't we have-
immovability, do you?
Didn't we? I thought
I
we
don't-
got that from some. I thought I
don't.
cracked a joke about immovable object and unstoppable force. Maybe not.
I do not recall an immovable rod.
Damn. What am I thinking of? Maybe the polar collapsing. Man, I thought we did.
Yeah, I've got manacles, but they'll only fit on a small or medium creature.
Why do you have manacles? Don't answer.
From the
Um,
magical.
I love how this is like, we think we have certain items, we think we have something that we know could, but really it's just MacGyvering a bunch of like C tier items where it's like, oh, well, I could draw the dragon in with my staff of bird calls and give a crow's caw, and then we could use our
Yeah, we have nothing
rod
of
of
value.
collapsing to wedge in between two like.
I would like to remind you all that you do have the golden carafe.
Ah, yes. The fake golden carafe, which
Actually-
absolutely doesn't do the one thing it was supposed to do.
None of you have
Actually, we
tried.
have two.
Yes, we did. Yes, I did, Leo. You literally said when I
Yeah.
pulled out coffee the one time, you were like, "It's stone cold. You've been
Oh, did
grifted,"
I?
and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, you
okay."
did. I did not remember. My apologies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got swindled.
We have a barrel of pawn shop trinkets, is what we have.
Yeah, we've got some wooden stakes if we can get its wings on the floor. That's about it.
Yeah, I love it. So this wand, I was like, oh hell yeah. Oh, this would be really good if the campaign were to continue and I could use it to get some secret doors.
Well, have you used it around this place? Maybe there's a secret door in the...
That, you know what? I was tempted to do that when he was like, oh yeah, within 30 feet of you. I was like, should I just like wave it around now and see what happens?
It might be something. We got time.
Practically no. We have an hour.
I mean, I guess it takes an action to do. You know what? I got it. I gotta know. If I stand roughly center, Leo, I'm gonna use one of the 3 charges in this wand.
Can you position yourself exactly where you'd want to be? Is it middle floor?
Yeah, because if the 30 feet is in like a sphere or something, I suppose, right? Or like it's 30 feet all directions. I don't really know
Move you over to
exactly
the
how it
middle
works.
floor, then.
But if I was, yeah, I'm trying to cover the widest amount of area that I possibly can. While also, I suppose, eliminating certain obvious, like obviously there's not like a secret thing off the edge of the cliff. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. It's worth noting that the height difference between where you are stood currently on the 2nd floor and the ground floor is 20 feet. So obviously for it to be like, if it's a sphere of 30 feet, there are limitations based on that, so you're more likely to find something on the 2nd floor here than you are the 1st floor.
Right.
If you were to
Oh,
cast
I'm
it
sorry.
here.
Too. Did you said it was 3 charges, but the charges recharge something? Let me just look.
1d3 daily.
And it's not one of those items where it's like, if you use all the charges, it explodes.
No, it's not.
Okay. So in that case, I might as well use all 3. Like it's daily, right? We might not even survive till the end of the day. So I'll go on each of the, I'll go on each of the floors and cast around the wand,
Okay. Let's start with the 2nd floor then. Where would you like to cast?
Well, actually, if I started from the top floor, because the top floor isn't even 30 feet, right? Like if I'm at the top, and then if that can catch some of the 2nd floor, like I'd cast it more over here, you know what I mean? So that it gets some of the balcony down below me. Right? So that'll cover the whole top floor and some of the 2nd floor.
Doing so in this position does not indicate a secret door or secret
Or traps or anything. Yeah.
trap. Yeah.
Okay. And then, down here, like you're maybe just work with me. Like, I don't know what my sphere covered or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, you're going to have to move me there. It says I'm colliding with walls. But so like on the 2nd floor there, again, I'm trying to, and I assume Sildan's smart enough to do this with an int of 18. Like he will math out, like he's basically calculating like how can I cover the greatest amount of area, you know?
So I guess it's interesting then. I think Sildan's best bet to work against the obviousness is either the north or southern portion of the second floor here, so that you gather the room below, and then the room below when you
Whatever
go below.
he didn't do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I mean, because on the third floor it would have covered some of the balcony over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would make more logical sense to try more southernly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it obviously wouldn't have grabbed any of that. So more southernly, and that'll get some of the ground floor. And then on the ground floor, he can go back more like a northern area, right? Does that make sense? Because then it's sort of like 3 globes that might not get every square inch, but near enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So-
he does that then.
In this position, the wand pulses and then points almost directly below where the rod of lightning is.
This is the rod of lightning here.
Yes.
Okay. Points below is in like just still on this floor sort of thing,
To
or
the
points
floor
like
below.
straight down, like a what?
To the floor below.
To the floor below. Okay. Which like I'm just assuming that lines up with the altar.
Yes.
Really. Can I infer that that's all the wand's telling me? Like, yep, that's some. Wait, well, no, secret or trap, right?
Correct. But it doesn't tell you which.
Right. Okay, well, good to know. And then a floor below that. Can I hunt myself out of it? Nope, I need you still.
Good to be needed. Whoops.
Yeah. So anything. When I do the third.
1 second here.
And again, I guess he would go back more northernly because southerly on the second balcony should have gotten below and all that.
Yeah, just give it a second here.
Yep.
Alright, are you positioned currently where you wish to?
Well, I don't know that I'm gonna get it exactly accurate, but like he just meant more. God damn it! Can I get in here? I don't know, something like this. You know what I mean? Because if I was on the second balcony more southern, I was over like here, right? Around over here ish. So I'm just trying to cover down on the main floor what would have been missed by that second casting. So I don't know exactly where you would math that out, but
You cast the third and final usage of the wand. And as you do so, it points to the chair.
oh, okay. Okay, so he's gonna call people over and then inspect the chair, I guess, and mention about the rod and the altar. Quick explanation, just because time is a thing. But he'll just mention that it detects either secret doors or traps, and
All right, real quickly then, do you want to roll me an investigation check?
Sure. Yeah, I wonder how loose the term door is. Like, if this was like a false bottom in the chair, is that a secret door? Or I got a 10.
There is a false bottom within this chair.
Okay.
No, I was
Can
I was gonna do it within the armrest,
Yeah, yeah.
but that was just so good of an opportunity to not miss.
Sure. Okay, I open it.
In which there is a single sapphire blue ring. In the sense of, it isn't metal with a sapphire gemstone, it is a sapphire ring.
Oh. Okay. Owen.
Yeah.
As we are a little pressed for time, can you identify this? He brings a ring.
I'll allow the two of you to make a Arcana check.
Oh, very benevolent. Hell yeah. Go first, Owen.
I mean, I just have the identify spell.
No, I know, but he's letting us make a check.
Oh, okay.
I mean, use the slot if you want to.
The Arcana.
Take the freebie, man.
Arcana, yeah.
Arcana. Yeah.
All right.
Well, fuck me sideways.
That was exactly the DC you needed.
That was exactly the... No, it was a lot lower than that. Fuck me.
I was going to say, this better be a ring of blasting dragons if the DC was 25.
Well, it wasn't. So this
I
is
just love the Tim. I love the Tim. Fuck me sideways. So funny.
this is a ring of cold resistance.
So useful against an ice dragon or white dragon.
The
Just is
wearer-
attuned to it.
Yes, so someone better put it on soon.
Oh,
Give it to
God.
Fridge. They drop all the time.
I mean, it's not going to work, right?
Well,
Like,
that's
when is this taking place? We've got an hour, right?
Is that not what you need for attunement? I thought it was.
Wasn't attunement a long rest?
Short rest, I thought.
Oh, is it?
So less than an hour in that case then.
I'm just looking up attunement. I thought it was a long rest.
It might be.
Da, 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 da. Attunement. Oh, no, you're right. Short rest, apparently. Cool.
Quick, give it to Fridge.
I feel like someone who's up front would benefit from that more.
Yeah, I agree. So Dan will straight up say, like, he has absorb elements. So he can use magic to essentially replicate this effect. Maybe not as good. I don't know what the ring does, but like,
What's the rule on
Gives you
a
resistance
attunement?
to cold damage.
Do you have to like? Can you only be like attuned to one thing?
up
you
to
have
3,
three.
I think it is. Yeah,
Up
or
to
more if
3.
you're
Oh, okay.
snake, and a certain level. Sorry. So what is the ring, Leo? It's a ring
It
of.
gives you cold resistance.
Okay.
So half damage,
Right.
cold damage.
Oh my gosh. No, I no, he still would suggest that one of the frontliners. I'm getting dollar signs in my eyes. I'm like, I could just be half damage and then also cast absorb elements and just laugh at the dragon. And
I think Frigg should, like, proximity to the dragon is the entire field, basically. Especially when you factor in breath weapons. So having that on someone with lower HP might not be a bad idea. Although it's
true. Can you mitigate it in some way?
No.
Oh.
But I am
And-
currently in shooty mode.
Yeah, you've got a bit more HP, and you have. Is the Dragon's Breath weapon? That's just a save, right? That's not a.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
save.
it's not a. You can't shield it, so okay. And then Junior's got the HP and like second wind and stuff. Presumably Cleric is a little bit better. Yeah, so probably Fridge.
Yeah.
Put the ring on, Fridge.
Okay.
I would similarly like to inspect the. I guess the altar, Leo. Like you said that it pointed to the floor below, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So for sake of speed, in this instance, it was pointing at the...
It was the latch that I already.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Said
if
Dragon's Breath. Roll credits.
If I'm putting on this ring, do I have anything specific I've got to search for in D&D Beyond to get the stats for it or whatever?
It literally is just, it gives you cold resistance.
I think it's called Ring of Cold Resistance. Like if you actually want it like in your inventory and show what it does, yeah, it's just that.
No, that's
Like Leo said, that's all it does. It
fine.
makes you resist. I mean, all it does, quote unquote. That's pretty bloody strong against the dragon.
No, that's fine. Cool. Thank you.
I stole the idea from Armband of cold resistance, but that requires you to wear it for 4 hours to build resistance, and I thought, well, that's not helpful. So I just got rid of that part and made it attunement instead, which I thought was a fair trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
So, a plan.
Well, we can't use the whole tiny hut now because we gotta wait for Fridge to do that for an hour, right?
It takes 10 minutes. Are we still doing that? I thought we'd axed it.
I think we should
Only-
axe it. It's
The only way that it's a good idea, I think, is what Owen said with the whole like you could use it on these doors, right? So that we're still all close enough that we can.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then they wouldn't be able to
Yes.
attune to the ring then, though.
Yeah, they
I
were.
mean,
No. Yeah. The ring
Yeah.
ring takes
Right.
10 minutes, right? Short rest.
Oh, 10 minutes?
No, the ring takes 20
Or-
minutes. The casting takes 20. Sorry,
Ha-
ring takes 20 minutes. Casting takes 10. That's half hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought the
Fine.
ring took an hour. Not bad.
The only thing to consider with casting like Tiny Hut here to bar their entry or whatever is like, is Junior gonna be out front? Because
Right. So the thing is if I cast the hut and you're all in the hut, you can come and go. If I cast the hut and none of you are in the hut, you are stuck outside of the hut.
yeah, so everybody
Wow.
group up, cast it, leave, and yeah.
and then we've got about half an hour just under that to get in position, so that should be fine.
And
Yeah,
then any
let's-
spells that I might be... Oh no, I won't be able to cast any spells. But I can drop it, and then I've got maybe 1 or 2 spells that might be useful, but nothing that other people probably couldn't cast without me anyway.
Yeah, but don't look at it like that, right? Like it's all spell slots, right?
All I'm thinking is if I drop the hut, it's gone. So we need to be mindful of that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like if I drop it, it's not as if nobody else can just randomly cast it again. Like once it's gone, it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the spells I can use, others can cast. So unless we're adamantly sure we don't want the hut anymore, I'm kind of going to
Right.
be tied down.
Yeah, I think that's like a as the battlefield unfolds sort of situation. We'll just have to make some calls.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have anything that can bring this dragon down to be just so it's not just flying around?
No.
I can slow it.
I can bane it. But again, not if I'm in the hut.
I could
Yeah.
try and blind it or deafen it. I don't think deafening would help.
Blinding it would be
Hmm.
good. Because it might just crash to the ground or something. Cause it
Yeah, and I
can't
don't
see where
think...
it's flying. I'm pretty just useless in this fight unless this thing lands.
Yeah, well, again, I can boost you.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, I can make you fly.
I mean,
Um,
I could do spirit, spirit weapon, spiritual weapon. Sorry, spirit weapon. But I think that's even got distance, isn't it? 60 foot.
I like the idea of dust of disappearance and then trying to like ground it. You know, trying to
So it doesn't know
puncture
we're
its
here.
wings,
Would it not
sort of.
smell us though, or something?
Maybe. We don't know, but yeah, I think it's probably as good of a thing as we have, because like even the slow, I could cast it, but it gets a wisdom saving throw every turn. And on top of that, I didn't roll well for my port. Like I rolled great if we're making attack rolls and stuff, but I really wanted 1s and 2s so that I could force it to fail saving throws.
Okay, but if Brienne tries to cast blind, then you wouldn't
Ooh.
need to use the dust of disappearance. But if the blind fails, then you can use the dust of disappearance. So you've got 2 shots at it, if you will.
Well, we've each got 2 things of dust of disappearance, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I think we should use that when we see any danger coming, like regardless. Like if danger is imminent, we should use one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a
And then
dire wolf
Rianne
on
can-
alert mode.
Well,
You should
I-
give
And
us
then
a warning.
Yeah.
In theory.
And I'll be at the top of the tower looking out for any, dragon or whatever. And then if the blindness works, like great, then, we're invisible and it's blind and we can sort of roll with that. And then we've
just-
still got another.
Just remember, dust of disappearance is a 10-foot radius, so you can get more than one person with 1 vial of dust.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. If people are like, if there's 2 people at the top of the tower, or if like Junior's standing out there with Owen or whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
I probably won't, because they won't see me in the hut anyway.
Right. Yeah. Is there
Okay,
anything
well,
anyone
we're sure
has?
on the. Sorry, go on.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, we're sure on the tiny hut plan, though, like, to set that in
Yes,
the in the
because
doorway.
it's here.
Okay.
It's right here in the doorway, so it'll help like funnel or keep them out as long as possible. Because like, let's say the dragon comes at the top of the tower, like swoops in with its wings, right? And then if there is more than just the dragon, and there's like an army trying to get it, and it's like holding them off for as long as possible. Like even if they have to scale the wall all clumsily or some dumb thing, it's like at least we're not fighting a dragon and also being swarmed from the bottom up, right?
Also, if this tower collapses, if it smashes into it, and it falls onto the tiny hut, that'll save that, right?
Yeah, fridge will be fine, and if anyone's close to it, and again, you're gonna cast it when we're all in it, so we'll be able to come and go, right?
I'll be hanging out in the hut because I need to basically be at the gates.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so that all sounds good. Does anybody have any spells or abilities or anything where they're like, I need to have very high roll, like a clutch good thing? Like I think, oh no, hold person is saving throw, isn't it? God damn it.
Most of them
But
are.
you can control the other creature's saving throw. Oh, but you've only got highs,
Yeah,
right?
but I rolled high, like on both. I think I got a 14 and a 16, so like it does really well on its wisdom saving throw. Like unfortunately, yeah. That's what I was saying. And I was like, oh, well, I took 2, I could take 2 long rests in the amount of time because I'm an elf. And it's like, but it's technically a feature, right? So it refreshes on a long rest. And because you can only benefit from 1 long rest in a 24-hour period. I can't say like, oh, new thing, new portent rolls. Like, it doesn't work like that. So, yeah. Anyway, if anyone, has a clutch attack roll or something, let me know.
Are we doing the minor illusion? Try and trick the dragon into like coming to investigate the pile of like loot, or is that we're just not doing that?
Hang on, let me check how long it lasts. So that would only
could al-
last a minute, so I wouldn't be able to do that and the tiny hut.
Right.
Okay.
Does that change
Okay,
the
well,
plan?
I don't think so, because like, even still, the dragons. It's here to wreck shit, right? Like if it's coming here, it knows that it's here to wreck us. So like the pile of gold was a decent idea, but it also could have just as easily like. It probably won't be overtaken, right? It won't be like, oh, there's some gold.
Yeah.
Who cares about what I'm doing? You know, like probably a little smarter than that. So I'd still say the hut's probably the way to go.
Okay, so we got the hut and we got the invisibility dust and stuff. And then like
it's
with
a
this-
ragtag plan, but if
Yeah,
this
yeah.
isn't a ragtag party that's been stumbling through their victories, you know what I mean? Like it's good. I'm good enough with this. We don't.
This is the most we put into a plan for this
Yeah,
entire
no,
thing.
we're playing to our roles. Like I get we need a bit of a plan, but it's also just like this whole campaign. Like we're not the party that's like we have this perfect like bank heist thing where everyone's got the exact spell they need and like shit wrecker magic items. It's like no, that's not us. That's fine. We'll get it done.
We come out the other end almost looking worse than our enemy.
I don't know, that harpy is missing a leg.
Oh, Owen killed that one, didn't he?
Killed them both, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
at least half of our party members currently have died at least once. So,
Okay.
Right.
Well,
So we'll all just hang out in the hut and we'll work it out from
And-
there.
well, once the hut is cast and Sildan can come and go, again, he goes back to the top of the tower because he wants to be able to see the dragon, if possible, like if it's flying in or whatever.
Oh, can I make sure the pup is also in the hut before?
Yeah, I assume that
He gets
everyone and
locked out.
everything
Oh,
living would have been in and then out.
I changed I now have resistant armor, and I can choose the type. So I'm going to change that to cold.
Excellent stuff.
Yeah, I bet you wish you had that when you were fighting Baron von Law.
That would have been nice.
Owen was the only one that was fine, and he didn't need it. In that instant.
He certainly looked cool. Cool, cold damage. No, okay.
we're ignoring that one.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, we all got it. We just choose to ignore it.
So, positions.
Right where I am. Please and thank you.
Sorry, I'm on top of the tower, Leo. You can dump me back. Yeah, okay, you're doing it.
The hut provides basically invisibility, right? As
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
While we're in it, yeah, I'll be in the hut too.
Right.
However, I don't know how the
big is
pup
hut,
works.
Dave?
Sorry.
Sorry?
How big is the hut?
Large enough for 9 creatures, but do you want the actual dimensions?
Please.
10-foot radius
Thank you.
of myself. I mean, this does not allow me to be in the center. Cookie, quit it. This doesn't allow me to be like literally in the center, but I would imagine I'd be in the center to get that 10-foot radius around the door.
I remember a conversation that we had about how the horses can't enter the hut, right?
That's because we couldn't get them and us in it.
Oh, it's not just because they're large creatures.
Well, they're not, are they? They're medium.
Oh, are they?
Mm.
Oh, okay.
But it only
It's
holds
just that-
9 medium creatures.
Right. Okay. That should be
Fine.
fine then. Assuming that
Oh.
I'm just thinking about the pup.
How big is the
I don't-
pup? What does it count as, a medium creature or a large creature?
It's the size of a horse.
So it would fit in.
It'll say
'Cause
on the stat block whether it is medium or large.
I don't see it, sorry. On that thing that you sent me.
Literally top left.
Oh,
Right
large
underneath
beast.
the name.
large beast, it won't. The pup won't get in.
Okay. Okay, pup's still just on alert then, on the outside.
Woof. I guess that'd be more of a...
Yeah, thing's big now, size of a horse.
A large one at that. Alrighty. So if you're all in position, I have a question to ask. Would you like to get this started now? Or leave it 2 weeks?
Well, it's coming up to that time, right? I imagine people have got things to do.
Yeah, it kinda
Yeah,
makes sense
as much
more
as I
for-
want to be like, let's get rumbling. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
nah,
I
but
want
then
to kick. I want to kick into Dragon in the teeth, but yeah, people got
Yeah,
things to
it'd
do.
be like a split. So I think you're right, Leah. It's probably wiser to start from top next time. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanna, you know,
Oh, we all really want to, but
yeah.
people,
Kick the
things
hell
we
out
got
of
things to do.
So, thank you everyone so much for watching this week's episode of Dragon's Breath. Be sure to join us, I assume we're good for 2 weeks from now, on the 24th for the dramatic end to this little spout on the Tower of Storms. But until then, don't go rolling no once. Thank you, everyone, and good night.